right. We are live. We are recording. I don't know where I am because I realized that as I was getting set up for tonight, I didn't even bother to prep this episode. But there's already plenty of material planned for where we are in the game or the campaign, so I'm not worried too much. This is, well, first off, who am I? I'm Omar Krieg. This is the Krieg Dominion. I'm the Lord Commander, and you're not. And I'm totally ad-libbing right now, which is why everything sounds absolutely phenomenal. This is Beyond the Frontier, episode, I think 6? Let me see what my notes say. The notes I cobbled together very last minute. Episode 6, Home Sweet Home, Part 3. With me, of course, are my wonderful alien players, Kane, Luke, and Rodance, in no particular order because I did not look at any notes or screen or anything when I said that. Let's take a brief moment, check in with our fellow players. It has been, I think, 3 weeks, possibly longer, since we last sat down together. And I am mostly to blame. Well, more accurately,
last roll
the
was
adept.
14 days. Last roll was 14 days ago.
Oh, that's only 2 weeks. It's not entirely my fault. It's much more accurate to say it is the Adeptus Fidexicus. It's their fault. Wait, this is a Warhammer 40k. This is Alien, so I gotta call it Weyland-Yutani's shipping and delivery system. That would be more accurate. Anyway, let's check in with everybody, see what's new and exciting for them. I'm totally not forgetting to log in. The GM support test does not exist. Oh, somebody's logged into my Game Master. Oh, I need to reload. That's what's...
Yeah, you need to refresh.
I'm dumb. Rodance, why don't you talk a little bit so I don't seem so stupid over here?
So, I survived my flight up to Portland, Maine and back. I have had the most sticker shock in attempting to buy an apartment I think I have ever seen. And when I say buy, I mean a rent for a 12-month period. And why? Why are 1 bedrooms more than $2,000? I don't understand. Like,
Welcome to the
I
North.
thought the market here was bad. But I could go still get a 2-bedroom apartment in trendy land for less than $2,000. So why is a 1 bedroom just wherever up there? Like, the nice 1 bedrooms in the nice part of town are close to $3,000.
So it's
My soul hurts.
There's definitely expensive places in the southern half of the country, but the northern half is more expensive. I made
it's crazy.
90. I don't have this job anymore, but the job I had in Utah, I made $95,000 a year, and I collected my retirement pension. I could not get a mortgage.
What the fuck? Whoop, that's 253 when I said that. Just because we're back on that game.
Yeah. It's utter insanity.
Yeah, so I'm currently living in sticker shock, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do about that in the next week or two. Because I still have to move up there. And yeah, that's not gonna be fun.
Well, hopefully, as was suggested before we went live, hopefully Kane's idea with talking with your relocation people hopefully that'll pan out to something supporting and helpful.
Yeah, even if it's a crappy place that they just have a deal with the company with in order to try to get people into it, that gets you somewhere to start.
Yep.
Definitely better than nothing, living out of your car. That it sounds like it's going to be at this point. You might be able to save some money, though.
Get a van.
Yeah,
So,
except that it's
stuff.
like below zero, like for
Yeah.
4 months out of the year up there.
Yeah,
You can't actually live out of your car effectively.
Yeah, you really have to have some upgrades or something.
There's
I see
always
people sleeping on benches at like in January and February. I mean, whatever.
until you acclimate, there's always enough layers.
Oh yeah.
Luke, what is new and exciting for you? It's been a couple of weeks. What have you been up to?
Yeah.
You had a visitor.
Well,
But you don't have to talk about that visitor if you don't want to.
oh, okay.
It's up to you.
I won't.
Okay. All right. There you go. He had a visitor and he doesn't want to talk about it. That's all we need to do.
Honestly, okay, so I think one of the 2 sessions that we missed was because of me.
There's
Partially, I
definitely
think.
more me than you. But yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah.
mean,
I definitely wasn't
ultimately-
cooperating.
Ultimately, everything ends up being Omar's fault.
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Always blame Omar. Just right up there. It's ABC or ABO. Always be closing. Always blame Omar.
It just ask his wives.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, we're playing that game. We're playing that game today. Okay.
Oh.
All right, go ahead, Luke.
Hey,
I
Please
feel like you
continue.
walked into that one, my friend.
I don't know if
Alright,
I walked
he's
into
gonna
it or if
push
I
some
was.
rolls tonight.
Yeah. My stress level just went up by one.
Okay. So my mom came down from sideways, not from down, so whatever. Visited
Canada's
the
a weird
family and
place. We
stuff. So
got
that
it.
was yeah, so that was a nice little time to hang out with my family and stuff that I haven't seen in a long time. Um School is starting in a month. I don't even know what that entails at this point. Um and I hope everything is crossed. And other than that, Supervive. That's pretty much what I've been doing for the last little while. Have you guys played Supervive?
I have not.
No,
Mm-mm.
it's like a battle royale slash like top down shooter, I guess. You pick a random weird character, you fight it out against people, and then you hope that you don't get smashed into the oblivion.
oh, my brain turned off at Battle Royale.
Oh, okay.
I've been playing the crap out of Dune Awakening. I've got over
Dune
100.
Awakening.
Yeah, I've got definitely over 100 hours in it already.
Um,
But as we all know, I play my games, you play your games, and if they intersect, cool. If they don't, also cool because we're having fun doing what we like to do. So,
did you freeze?
did I freeze? Well,
Mm, no, I hear you guys are just
Okay.
fine.
Everything
Okay.
seems to be
So
moving. I'm moving
You
myself to
weren't
make sure
moving.
everything's moving.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I heard you, but yeah, yeah, like MechWarrior Online and stuff like that. I used to play that a lot.
Same.
And, yeah, after getting like stomped in the probably last 2 seasons, I just decided that I was gonna step away for a minute.
Uh, I was unable to evolve with the meta. I was not able to keep
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
NASCAR really breaks my brain
yeah.
insofar as McWare Online's concerned. But
Didn't it used to be like a meme that like only idiots NASCAR, and then it just became
yeah, and then
NASCAR
suddenly
meta?
everybody's doing it. So either we all became idiots or everything just gravitated towards that. So
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, it became worse.
Yeah.
They really decided to take the removal of any creative tactics and take the joke of circle jerk literally.
Yes. Absolutely.
yeah,
And then because then the only way to win now. Let me rephrase that. The only way to really win consistently is to be in a bigger group than the next size group, and have a better plan and keep everybody working together to beat the other team. That's the only
as
way.
if anyone
Otherwise,
works
it's
together.
easily it's at best a 50-50 about whether or not you're going to win.
Yeah,
Yeah, if in the first like 60 seconds of the match, 3 people are talking in voice comms and they agree on something, your team's going to win.
Yeah, you definitely your
100%.
odds of winning have absolutely skyrocketed right there.
And chances are they're streamers, and it's like,
Yeah, I mean the MechWarrior Online has been an entertaining game over the years, but in the last couple of handful, whatever, however many it is, I've lost it. I've tried playing it again recently, and it was okay, but a lot of the same crap that made me want to leave it in the first place was still there.
yeah.
Anyway, Kane, what's new for you, man? I'm trying to remember last time I saw you, and I think it was about a week ago. Give or take. And it may or may not have involved blood-sucking ass pounds.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
I'm referring
can't
mostly
repeat that.
entirely to my own character, just for the record. That everybody hates, but everybody loves. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, all of our characters hate you, all of the players love it.
Yes, and I'm here for it because it's fucking amazing.
Well, I'm not the Lord Commander, so I guess I work for a living. Except that I don't and you do. So
Yeah, I'm sitting here going, I'm not sure how this computes, and I'm not sure where he's going with this, but I think he just threw a dig at me.
Yeah, I don't. I'm waiting for school to start. All my
Yeah, you
classes
too,
that
eh?
all my classes that I signed up for are fully signed up, so they're gonna happen. So I don't have to worry about like this class isn't happening suddenly
just-
type thing.
Just need to show up and do the thing, huh?
I don't have a date for my first class, so I'm trying to figure out when that is. And
How do you not?
but
Wait, so if the Sorry. You have classes selected, but you don't know what day they begin?
Well, I signed up for them at the end of the spring semester
Okay.
because I had priority sign up. So like they do it in groupings.
Okay.
And because I'm in the South and the South has a veteran boner, they're like, you can do it before anybody else does. You and like the grad students get to sign up at the same time for whatever classes you want. So I did, and I've been waiting a really long time for everyone else to go through their sign up periods.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Preferential boarding, now boarding a Prime Select Plus.
Yeah, basically.
Oh god, now I can't think of their damn names now. God damn it. With the two black guys, that sounds horrible, but I can't. What? Key and Peele? That sounds right.
Key and Peele? Sure,
it-
yeah.
Key and
Key
Peele,
and
yeah.
Peele.
Yeah, their
It
skit
sounds-
about the
they're fair.
airline boarding just gets
They've got-
more and more ridiculous.
They've got so many great skits.
Oh, they've got
they're
a
amazing.
metric. Fuck, I just could not think of their damn names.
But yeah, I'm waiting for the date. But while I'm waiting for a date, I've already gotten my bill for the fall semester, which I'm not supposed to get. So now I get to argue with the billing office because, as I have learned, I was spoiled by the fact that the different parts of the Air Force actually talk to each other in some automated way. And it's depressing to be like, this institute has been here for so long. That guy one building over has no way to know what's going on in the first building. So I have to prove that I'm a veteran like 6 times at the beginning of every semester to 6 different organizations in order to get all of my billing.
And you'd think
class
it would only
stuff.
need one person or one office to be able
Yeah.
to consolidate that information.
One
I'm used-
office, 6 people.
I'm used to living in a world, right, where like somebody could be like, I'd like to pull up your record, pulls up the record. And they might not understand everything that's on it, but it's the same one everybody sees.
Yes, yes.
So knowing that everybody keeps their own separate, completely separate records and nobody talks to each other at all, and all their
Seems
standards
so-
are all different.
Yeah, that just seems so counterproductive on so many levels.
It's been interesting, right? Like I
Bet.
worked for a defense contractor and discovered how, despite the fact that they are a like billion-dollar business, they are abhorrently disorganized, like organizationally. And being impressed with how terrible they are at that, and then going to a college and discovering that colleges are the same. So I'm starting to wonder,
I think
is the
this
military just
You're-
strangely well organized?
Well,
Yes.
I think it is because there's a certain amount of I can't think of the right word, so give me a second. It's a mission-oriented focus is probably a best way to put it. Is where we have so many things in place, but everything literally has a purpose in order to support and or complete a given task or mission.
Well, and let's be clear, it's just the military. Governments in general, not so great.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Except for the
I think your
IRS. The IRS
expectations are
somehow
too high.
always knows if you owe them money.
Well, that's
Like,
because
the
they
fuck?
assume you owe them money, and there's no arguing.
I worked in the DC area, so I know that like government in general is like it's a fucking disaster. But like, I was expecting if you're going to be a billion-dollar business that you have to be doing enough right to keep the $1 billion flowing into the pockets of the the people on top.
Well, once it's
Oh,
in,
boy,
No. Yeah,
Doesn't
it's
matter.
it's so
I
it's so
learned-
bad.
I learned the other day, and I don't even. I was kind of irritated about a handful of different things, so that I lost some of the details. But FedEx and the information our warehouse, our terminal tracks, it's surprising that we get. I'm trying to think of the way that I want to phrase this, because again, I didn't quite catch everything. But here's a good example. Every day that a sort happens, X number of boxes come down our belt. Okay? A few thousand. Each of those boxes gets sorted to one of, let's say, 24 different trucks. There are barcodes to track all this information, because as the box is sorted, it gets scanned at least multiple times between receiving it at the terminal and it finally ending up on somebody's truck to go out to somebody's house that day. The belt manager, the guy in charge of all sorting activity on that particular belt, can generate a report that effectively says there are this many boxes and there are this many boxes scanned to a truck. And they don't refer to this report before cutting us loose. So they could scan, let's say, 100 boxes. 98 of them got scanned onto a truck, leaving 2 unaccounted for that they won't know about until the end of the day. Because they don't refer to this report before cutting us loose. It might take an extra 5 or 10 minutes to figure this out. And longer when they find out that there's a discrepancy larger than just a couple packages. And
So-
also, that does not account for the fact that a box was scanned to your truck when it was supposed to go to my truck.
Yeah, that's actually was a question that was coming.
Because there's no tracking that. Well, I
mm,
suppose there is, because they could generate a report that says how many packages were loaded on my truck. So in theory, if they know how many packages are supposed to go on my truck and how many packages are supposed to go on your truck, and if those numbers match, then we're green, and if they don't match, there's a problem. But they don't actually generate any of these reports. They have the ability to, but they don't. And this is just an example of some of the inefficiency I learned about the other day. Another fact, and I've said this for about 6 years now, there's 2. Every single FedEx package has at least one barcode. All of them have more than one, in fact. That tells me 2 things. There's too many barcodes on that box. Because this is my opinion. If you want to use my service, you use my label, which has one barcode, which means anybody in the FedEx system anywhere in the world can track that box. Because that's important information to me, the owner. The second part, every one of these damn boxes has a barcode, and if it gets touched and scanned everywhere it goes, it should never be lost.
So my
That
my
would
my
require
question was
competence.
That's my point.
my question was Amazon can deliver a package in a day to me. Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's Canada Post or I think it's Pure Later, I'll check, it'll say out for delivery.
Yeah.
And then by noon it'll say, oh, it was on the wrong truck. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. And
Well, at
then the
least they
next
got
day
track
they
of it.
try it again, and then it's wrong truck again. And it does that for like a week or two before like someone catches it and realizes for some reason that I have no idea.
I wish I had a
And
great answer for you, but I don't.
but
And
it's
even
wrong truck
accounting,
like
and even
5
accounting
times.
for and even accounting for human error of say anywhere from 1 to 5 packages for every 100,
Mhm.
we are well beyond that. It's
No, but
ridiculous.
I've asked my neighbors, right? Same postal code and whatever. Same thing. They're like, I don't know. I see the package in delivery and then it says wrong truck or whatever. And I'm like, what the hell's going on with this one street?
I have noticed like when you go to buy something on Amazon, like if you buy something that they don't already have some of in their
Mhm.
warehouses, they'll do that like this is an indirect shipping, whatever. It will take longer because we need to receive it or whatever.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
opposed to the stuff that they're like, you want to buy this microwave off of Amazon? Sure. We have like
We've got
800 of them in
27.
this
We've
one
got
warehouse. So
we
we'll
have
just
27 warehouses with these microwaves in them.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, right? Like a lot of those fast deliveries from Amazon aren't from
Yeah.
vendor to purchaser. They're from
No, they're
warehouse to
not. They're
purchaser.
in But I mean, like
Skipping a
the guy
whole
that's
bunch of steps.
but the guy who's being paid less than minimum wage, okay, and in a cube van that he rents from U-Haul to be able to even work, okay, shows up at my door the next day with the package.
Yeah.
And he does not have any question about where I live. Canada Post is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like
Which,
down
correct me if I'm wrong,
the-
isn't Canada Post, isn't that the same thing as the USPS, but for Canada?
Yeah, it's the USPS, yeah.
Of Canada.
Yeah.
Of Canada.
Yeah, I'm definitely sitting here going, WTF, mate.
Yeah, no, and I went on a whole argument with them for like my postal code being incorrect, and they're like, no, we have the real postal code because we're Canada Post, and I'm like,
I don't know.
We're not wrong. You're wrong.
I
That's
have
big.
no idea if this factors in at all with any of that because it's not maybe I don't know if it's as bad or not. I don't use regular mail here, but
yeah,
But the first thought that came to mind is all the times that I was supposed to have put in a change of address and submit to the postal service that I have never done.
Oh God! And yet my
So
mail
I-
still magically makes its way to me.
Well,
Oh, they know.
bills make it to me. Other stuff
Oh, yeah.
doesn't.
That's fair. All right. Speaking of bills, we got some bills to pay. Previously, that's the wrong notes. Hold on. Previously, on Beyond the Frontier, the crew arrived at Gorham's colony and discovered that of the original 1 million colonists, I almost said contestants, I don't know why. Of the original 1 million colonists that previously lived and worked here, only 8 remain. 2 families, the Parks and Morinos, are the only ones left on this world, but they have amassed a fortune in materials mined from the planet. They just need to be able to sell it. Having survived a storm that came up out of nowhere and facing a near-drowning situation, the crew must now effect repairs and reestablish contact with the ship and recover the away party and the colony's long data drives. But before we do any of that, we are going to go up to the ship, because somebody on that ship has been up there for several hours since we last saw them. She needs to make a "Do I play well with others" roll today.
Oh.
Because
How's it
several
gonna
hours
day?
have gone by since our last major event.
I
which,
thought
of
it was
course,
only every time I woke up.
I'm going to rule only because it was several hours that the
Yeah,
rest
it's like every day.
Yeah. So we had the storm. The storm lasted several hours. At some point
Half a day.
at some point maybe you wandered off, took a nap or something, I don't know. But just for the shits and giggles of it, and because it's funny, and well, it's shits and giggles. But yeah, so just give me a roll. Let's see if Westcott is gonna play well with others for the remainder of this mission. Or until I say you need to make another.
Hmm.
Hey,
Oh.
she's good.
Feels better than she did earlier.
Whether you took you
Yay.
know what, maybe you did take a nap at some point. You're like, well, there isn't shit I can do until the storm clears and we reestablish contact. Let me go toes up for a little bit. She wakes up feeling better about herself.
Act more like a human.
I mean, listen, these are the very reasons why I take a nap every single time I can. Because I need to wake up feeling more like a human being instead of an automaton. Not the Helldivers kind, but I might as well be at this point. Except I don't have lasers and shit. Alright, back on the surface of the planet. We have just gotten away from the storm. Or rather, the storm's gotten away from you guys. At one point, it knocked over a water can. And when I say a water can, I'm thinking like, a water tower sort of deal. Which caused the near-drowning incident. I'm trying to skip through my notes to get to the right spot here. Because now that you're back up on the surface of the planet, there's a couple of things that are evident. And maybe some other things that are not evident. We'll see. See. The escape, the aftermath. Ah, yes. First off, of course, the base is dark and silent. There is no power. Only some gloomy red sunlight. The water tanks collapsed, smashing the park's house and leaving a gaping hole running from roof to foundation. If you're looking at the map, that is the northern half of the house. Complex. Excuse me. The giant door to where it says Harvester Kennel, that has been battered and standing wide open, and the big, gigantic-sized tardigrade kind of creature is nowhere to be found. Oh, this should be alarming. The vehicle bay, which is... Where is the vehicle bay? Why am I not seeing it?
South.
Ah, yes, there you go. Yep. Vehicle bay has collapsed. The tractor is laying on its side and badly damaged, and at least one of the rugged tires shredded and useless. You guys came down on the ship and then departed by foot, so you don't have any vehicles or anything like that of your own. The comms aerial, which is this guy right here. When you look up to it, you see that effectively the top section of the antenna, which had all the little antenna masts sticking up off of it, is now hanging down by some of the cables. And if it weren't for those cables, the top half of that would have just sheared right off. You should also note that any attempts to contact your ship, the Solovetsky Island, is met only with static. Let's see. There is a storm raging up in the upper atmosphere, so your own comms are really questionable as well. The windmills, which are up to the north and to the right. The windmills are bent and broken, and some are actually completely broken, missing rather. But there are many that stand still, or excuse me, there are many that still stand and look like they might be operable. And lastly, Violet Parks, which is this girl. As soon as you guys have gotten up to the surface, she has wandered off trying to desperately find, Danny Marino, who is not where you see him.
Just a yonder area.
He's the one, if you remember from the beginning of the storm when everybody was coming down, that he did not come down with everybody else, and there was some big concerns about what happened. And that people had left him out there to die. And that maybe he had a scuffle with
And the captain arrested everybody.
Yes, that's right. More or less.
Except for whoever might have killed the other person.
Benny Parks.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're out here,
Yes.
we've made it out of the building. People are coughing and choking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over at Amir. I'm gonna look at them, and I'm gonna make a gesture like this to remind her that they've been arrested.
What was the gesture? I had windows or other windows. Oh yeah.
He was doing like a cuffs thing to be like,
yeah. Did they actually get cuffed? I don't think they did.
no. He's trying to non-verbally be like, the captain arrested them. That's yours. Like, you gotta. He's trying to remind her in case she doesn't want. Like, whatever you want to do, the captain did order them arrested, and I'm not upstaging you. I'm reminding you quietly.
Yeah, I think Amir does one of those like. She'd probably mutter something like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Cough, cough. Bring water out of her hair. Look over at the captain and be like, so, yeah, what do you want to do, boss? Like, we've got a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed here, it looks like. Probably could use these guys' help. We got to figure out how to get a hold of the ship. I'm not getting anything but static. What about you?"
Let me check my equipment that is now all wet.
Yes.
Everybody
is soaked.
Yeah, that's not working. So we're gonna have to get that comms array up before we can get any kind of ship down here to get anyone off of this planet.
One of the parks.
Mhm.
One of the parks is like, well, we got to get power running up back up too. It looks like everything is off.
Well, and I do want to point out that I did actually schedule when I'm planning on coming back to pick y'all up, time frames and stuff. So when the storm ends, then it starts a timer of when we'll drop down, check on you, pop back up, drop down, check on you,
Yeah.
pop back up, like every 12 hours.
Yeah,
We've
so
got
I'm not
the
too
primary.
concerned.
We know that the first attempt, 12 hours after the storm passes, is going to be an attempt to land here where the ship landed previously.
Yes.
If it can't, then in 12 hours it's going to land, and he points off where the secondary point is, where we'd have to hoof it to get to.
Yeah.
Well, not only hoofing it, but you also climbing the cliff walls.
Yeah,
You know, the things that already have pre-made towers in them, yes.
if they work.
And there's like a lift tower and a lift tower.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Those
zip
lift
line.
towers will definitely get you up to the top of the cliffs, and then from there you can work your way around to various places.
Okay.
One of the parks or marinos will point out, we need to get the power up because these pylons actually serve a purpose besides, marking the edge of the cliffs.
So they're not zip lines.
No. So those are pylons that you recognize as I can't think of the right word, and it's probably in the notes, but basically it'll create an electric shield.
Turbo encabulators.
It's an electric fence for keeping stuff out.
Yes.
Okay. So from what I understand, also we have the harvester kennel that has a harvester on the loose.
Correct. And again, this harvester is something like, imagine like a tardigrade, but the size of a ghost bear, which is larger than a normal bear.
Not the Met clan?
No, it's definitely not as large as an entire clan. I'm thinking of the actual animal that's like I don't
It's
know.
like rhinoceros. It's like
It's
rhinoceros.
yeah, it's like
sized,
about a rhinoceros size.
Okay, okay. All right.
with a mouth that can eat through rock, so it will definitely blend people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That'll turn them into slurry.
Oh,
Got it.
very, very
Um,
quickly.
okay, so what do we need to do for the tardigrade? I mean, the harvester.
The harvester. So the Parks and Marinos will explain.
Yeah.
And as a reminder for players and viewers, the tardigrade has like effectively like a vest on it, and they
Yeah.
have a detonation charge that they can set off that will subdue it long enough to get it locked back up at the kennel again. Unfortunately, the kennel is, I believe the word was smashed. Let me see what it says here. Let's see. The giant door to the harvester kennel is battered and standing wide open. So, there are notes on what you can do to repair it, which amounts to heavy machinery -3, but it'll also take about 8 hours worth of work to affect enough repairs to, I guess, for lack of a better way to phrase it, recover the structural integrity. Yeah, there we go. Basically turn it back into a kennel. So 8 hours with a heavy machinery -3 roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's only one task, which may or may not necessarily be needed based on what you can see in front of you. The power, let me see what this.
I have a question before we move on from the harvester to
Yes,
the power.
please.
Who is coming with us when we land? Are you staying here? Are you coming to join the rest of the fleet?
Are you talking about the Parks and Marinos?
Yeah.
I think from the group you've got gathered up, what's her name is still off trying to find what's his face.
Yep.
But like you can every now and again the camera just kind of pans around and we see her like dipping from one building to the next or something like that. But the gist you get from the others is like, I thought you were taking us back to your. This like we're not staying here. This is not safe for us to sustain anymore now that we've got contact with you guys. Before you guys showed up, we didn't really have much of a choice. But we're about to die, probably.
I turn to Pike, and I say,
"Shoot them!"
Sorry. If nope.
If he did, I would.
I know you would.
If the harvester makes an appearance, you know what to do.
Okay.
Pike's like, you want me to go?
Yeah, I mean, enough said. If it shows up, it dies.
If it has to, just you know what, we don't need to mess around with it.
One of the civilians, Parks and Marinos, tosses you a little clicker thing. Yeah, why not? It'll be like an M18A1 clicker. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He looks at it, he's like, this is for the vest.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Power.
Well, up on top of the cliffs up there is we've got some solar panels and we got those windmills. We need to go and check them out because most likely we need to. Well, pretty safe bet we're gonna have to go clean some solar panels off and we'll make sure the windmills can spin freely. Otherwise, we're not going to get electricity down here. And we're going to need that electricity to turn the shields back on. When he says shields, he's not probably using that. He's probably like some sort of like electronic field fence or something.
We got to activate that fence.
I mean, we've all seen Starship Troopers, one of them, where like they set up the pylons and then like blue energy fields. I mean, just listen, Warhammer 40K's got it.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Yeah, it's a pretty common trope.
Yeah, it's totally feasible.
The electric fence.
The electric, okay. So solar panel within the electric fence. Windmills within it also need to be activated so that our comms array.
The comms array will need, not only will it need power, but it will also need to be repaired. The top half
Okay.
of the antennas. Picture your standard like cell phone tower with lots of little sticks coming up off of various angles. Like that top
Mhm.
half with all the sticks and everything is all just hanging down off the side.
Okay.
But if, as long as this landing zone stays safe for the next 12 hours, we don't need comms. The ship's coming.
Yeah. So if you, let's see here, we can either do that or we can keep them busy while they do all of the other things. I still have to figure out where, what was it? Her name was Violet?
Yes.
Okay. We gotta find Violet. Let me see here. So, Amir,
Yes.
are you able to go with Alita and secure any kind of body or anything that might happen with one of the, was it a park?
It was Danny Marino.
Marino. Okay, so
But they haven't
among the
found it.
Marinos.
Nobody's found his body.
So can you at least secure something with that? Can you figure out where they might be?
I think Amir just kind of looks at you like, this Cap, I'm going to be honest. If he was out here in that storm, his body could be fucking anywhere. If it's even in one single piece. I mean, look around. Like, you see that antenna and you see some of this stuff that, I mean, hell, it knocked over a water tower, for fuck's sake. That guy's gone.
Yeah, he might have just blown away into the atmosphere at this point.
Or
I thought
stuck
the
behind
three
the
worlds
wind trap
were
somewhere.
I thought the three worlds were detail oriented.
She just gives you a look. You know this look. And not because it's one of her looks. This is any woman has given you this look before. This is a look somewhere between shut the fuck up and the fuck did you just say to me?
Mm.
Somebody's trying to die early.
Rodance knows what I'm talking about.
Now, was
Some
there
people
a
just don't
thing?
have the sense of self-preservation they need to really get on in life.
He says that and he's smiling.
she's
wasn't there
she's
like a
shooting
ship or something
daggers
that
at
was
you
over
right now.
here?
I'm sorry, what was that, Luke?
What, wasn't there like a ship or something that was around here that
Yes, there
crashed?
was. It was a few hundred meters out beyond, probably a few hundred meters past the lift tower. There was an old
Yeah,
ship
okay.
that the this group called the Gorham's Marauders had come
Yeah.
down and demanded that the colonists here turn over any navigation data they had, including the information about that ship. They went to that ship, took whatever they were going to do with that ship, and then left.
Okay. Um, hmm.
And it was one of, and the way
And
they explained it too was like it was one of those like either you give us this information or we kill you. And they actually did what they were supposed to do. Like they took the information and left. They didn't fuck with them after that.
yeah, pretty respectable. Unlike our operation.
Yeah, because obviously if it was Pike, they would have taken whatever they wanted and then killed you.
Yeah. But okay, so
I
does that
see
mean
there's
that
no
they don't
disagreement
have
here.
so does that mean that there's the long data discs are gone?
No. The Morgan sorry, hold on. What's her
The Morgan? Okay.
No, I'm trying to think it's not Morgan. I keep wanting to say Morgan. Morgan and Violet Parks, they well, sorry, more Morgan, I suppose. He says actually I gotta check my notes. Excuse me. Okay, so Morgan says there is a vault down below. I gotta change maps. So give me just a second here. Nope, that's not the button I wanted to push. Yeah. So you guys were down in the vault. That water is still down there, but it's probably not terribly difficult to pump it out or what have you. But the vault is a room that was down in the basement where you guys had been.
Okay.
The vault has, along with an armory, and where they're keeping their gems and minerals and all that stuff, is where the long data disk is being held. It takes
Okay,
two
so-
keys.
Okay.
A key. Each family has a key, and it takes both keys, or both families being represented. I suppose is the best way to say it.
Hmm.
Sorry, give me a second here. I got to get back. There we go. The Parks have a key. The Marinos have a key. It takes both keys to get the vault access, or to open the vault.
And we have to get the long data disk, and they will possibly argue about who deserves the golds. I've heard this one before.
Yeah, who gets the money?
That's
Yes.
that's assuming that this potential murder did not involve securing a key.
Yeah.
We should
So-
probably check and see where the keys are.
Yeah. Morgan Parks says, "I have my key," and he pulls it out of a pocket. But you'll have to get the Marino's key.
Okay. I'll worry about that puzzle in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we need here? We don't really need any of the power. We know the ship is going to land here. We could screw around with the ship at the bottom of the ravine over there. And then we have the harvester and then a flooded vault, I guess. So that's pretty
Morgan-
much the gist of it.
Morgan says, if we can get power, we can drain, basically pump that water out so we can get down to the vault without having to do swimming bullshit.
Okay.
Plus, there are some particularly nasty insect swarms that can happen and sometimes follow after storms. So getting that shield up is probably a priority. He
Okay.
says it like that, but he is implying that maybe this should be like priority number 2. 1 being power in first place. 2, like power generally. And then 2, oh yeah, we're definitely going to want this fucking shield.
Okay. That does sound like bullets we don't really want to spend on bugs.
Do you say it
So
like
what do
that?
we need?
Do you actually
No.
say that? Do you
No.
say that in character like that?
No.
Okay.
I say that in the fact that I've got like 1 reload on my handgun, and I'm like, I don't want to shoot at bugs.
He gives
Um,
you one of those like, you gotta be kidding me looks. He's like, no, bullets won't do shit.
Okay. So what do we need to repair our power facilities?
Okay, so first you need to get somebody up there to take a look at said power facilities.
Okay.
And then once you do that, and probably like some sort of awareness roll. I know awareness isn't. Oh, observation. That's the one. Some sort of observation roll to figure out what's going on and determine a plan of action.
Would it maybe be like whatever the role is you're going to have to do for fixing it, be the one to notice what might be broken with a thing?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Like if it's going to be a comtech roll to fix it, wouldn't it be a comtech to assess the damage?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Who's going up to check out the solar farm?
Matt and Alita have both no comtech.
I would
So
make an
understanding.
argument that sometimes Comtech and heavy machinery are semi-interchangeable.
Yeah.
I was just using comtech as an example instead of observation because you can't.
No, that's
neither
fair.
have
what you're
heavy
looking at
machinery.
you. Yeah.
That's fair. Well,
And neither of
Hamida
them have
and
heavy
I'll put it like
machinery.
this: unless you tell them otherwise, Hamida and Wright are kind of gathering the 2 families up and holding them in one spot out in the middle of this ravine, kind of like
Okay.
sequestered, for lack of a better word. They're not really like
Okay.
zip tied or anything, but they're kind of like corralling them a little bit. While
Yeah. So
you're
we
going back
want to
and
keep
forth trying to
everyone.
figure out what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a
So
seat.
I'm gonna. Yep.
I'm gonna have a seat like here.
Where are you? Oh yeah, you're over there. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
in
gonna
fact, let
have a-
me.
Yeah, 'cause
All right, so Benny, Violet's off looking for what's his face, Morgan, Diego, and Amelia. So she's off, fucking off, trying to find what's his face. Morgan is up here. He's the one that's been telling you about all this stuff. You guys can move yourselves around. Hamida will be over here.
Who are each of these tokens?
this is Alita. This is Matt.
Do you guys? Oh, that's right. You guys can't see their names, can you?
No, and
No.
that means that I couldn't move any because I don't have a token.
Are you not on here?
Uh,
That's
you-
weird.
I need you to put me on here.
Sorry, I thought you were on here.
Yeah, you're not.
Let's see. Heath Pike. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna be like here waiting for the harvester. I don't know,
So
like if I don't know if it's gonna see the kennel area as its territory, if it's gonna think the mine is its territory or any of the space in between. But if it burrows, then it's got to be able to sense vibrations or something. So people walking around
Are
doing their work
you
stuff,
okay?
I'm letting everybody else be bait.
I was gonna say because listen, I've been playing a lot of Dune Awakening, and Dune is one of the biggest sci-fi franchises I've been a fan of since my teens. So, are you just sitting in the corner, just every now and again tapping rhythmically against the side of a building just to see if it draws it out?
I don't want it to come up under me and have to fist fight it like that on its terms. I figure it's very likely that Warren is going to make these people work because they know how this stuff works and
Yeah.
yeah.
he's fairly pragmatic. So while these people who I don't care about are walking around, maybe drawing its attention, maybe one of them will get attacked.
Okay. Roll for
And
Shai Hulud. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'll try to save them. I'm going to try to be very quick on the trigger, but if they die, it's no
If
sweat
they-
off my brow.
If they die, they die.
Well, we already have a couple of fatalities, so I mean, I'm like
Guys.
0-2 right now, so
I'm sorry. I really
I'm
love
doing
that.
great.
I really love that roll for Shai Hulud. I don't know if anybody caught what the Shai Hulud reference is. That's
Yes.
what. Okay, good. Thank God somebody did. Shai Hulud is
I
the
don't
name
have an
for
idea.
Shai Hulud is the name for the gigantic sandworms of Dune.
Oh,
No.
That's what they call it. The only
That's
thing
their
bigger-
semi-religious name.
Yeah, Shai Hulud is
Ooh.
basically God, more or less. But also a sandworm. Blessed is Shai Hulud in his water, and other words that I can't quite remember. Anyway,
So consider me to be having a ready action to shoot something
Sure,
that starts
sure,
coming out
sure.
of the ground.
so yeah, Hamida is over here, and she's going to now. It's your character, so you can do what you want, but she's gonna tell Wright to kind of stand like here-ish to kind of keep them corralled.
okay. So we got like a kind of a, yeah. So I'm gonna speak to the crowd now.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna let you guys do what you need to do to get this all figured out. Okay. We're gonna take control of the base as much as possible. Violet, did anyone see where she went?
One of them points down this way, and she's probably
Down the mine area.
well, yeah. So she didn't obviously go into the mines. She's just kind of off that way. And if you wait a moment, you'll actually see her kind of pop out like this, and then pop back here somewhere. She's obviously looking around, trying to figure out where he might be. Like, I think, actually make an observation
Yeah. Okay.
if you want. Anybody, insofar as trying to figure out
Um,
what she's doing. It's probably not terribly difficult, so I'll even give you observation +2. But that's fine.
You said it was observation +2.
So if you need to roll some extra dice, go for
I do need to roll semester dice. So.
it. Ooh! He rolled 2 extra dice and got a 12.
I'll get 2 successes.
Is Warren gonna roll as well?
Alita wasn't supposed to roll. It was supposed to be Warren. So Warren actually went up a stress.
That's fine. You can adjust
Yeah.
that, right?
No, it's okay. It actually did it automatically. It was just like who was selected that
Okay.
made the thing.
Okay. So
Warren is panicked.
I think in this case he's not so much panicked or even got that nervous twitch. I think he's just kind of. I think feels like he's losing control of the situation. Like there's so much going on at once, and there's more to, and you're getting the feeling that there's more going on than you are aware
Mm.
of. Pike, maybe because of your military background, your scout, sniper, SF-ish bullshit. She's looking in all the places where the wind would have been trapped or blocked by something else that his body may have ended up in. Think of them as there's a nautical term, I can't think of it. Like where the currents
Elald?
no, where like the currents don't quite affect.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
She's looking for dead spots.
Yes. there's probably a better word, but
Yeah, I mean that's just what I know them as. I know it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wrong word, but it's what I learned them as.
but you notice that that's what she's doing. There's something almost methodical in her approach, but definitely that's what she's doing. You notice that she's looking behind taller structures that might have been able to block some of the wind. Sorry, Warren, go ahead if you wanted to figure out more of what you were trying to do or what your plan is.
No, I'm just looking at one of the characters has lungs and a face and prone.
Oh, they probably need to be like,
That was a guy that was drowning and got saved.
Okay.
So he's probably still pretty fucked up from that.
Okay. So who wants to go for the power supplies?
I think Morgan looks around and he says, "I'll send Benny and let's see, who's Amelia? Wildcatter." Mouse decided it's not work quite right. Second here. Yeah, Benny. Morgan says he's gonna send Benny up and looks at Amelia and says, "You want to take him up there and check on the solar panels and the windmills?" Or no, I think what she does. Hang on, sorry. Morgan says we could send somebody up to check the panels. Why don't you guys? Why doesn't one of your team go check the windmills?
Okay. Any volunteers for the windmills? I don't think Hamid is gonna want to go. Alita can try. I was gonna send the therapist over to see if she can get any information out of Violet, but
She. Do you tell her that?
yeah, what do you think?
She. Dakota looks back at you. She's like, yeah, she's grieving.
Yeah.
She's looking for closure. I think maybe I can try to guide her towards something. And
Yeah.
we can
I
try
think
to
she's
maybe
gonna
get
fall
her.
on bodies.
Yeah, well,
And it's gonna
I'm
be
more
upsetting.
concerned. Yeah, I'm concerned if she does find him that might be a problem. But also concerning is if she doesn't find anything and we're forced to leave without him, without closure.
So
So she's gonna go wander off down that
because
way. Go talk to
officially
her.
I was gonna send Alita with her investigative skills to find a body.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Does my notes say anything about that by chance? Let's see. Moment. Double checking my stuff.
And I've been muted. Because whether or not Alita can find something is different than whether or not Alita goes looking for it. And if anybody has a chance at finding something, it's probably Alita.
Considering any success is gonna be like, hey, what happened here? And is there anything hidden here that I don't see?
Yeah.
Such as a body.
She's got that investigator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Amir
I
can
was,
continue to keep an eye on these people. And I guess
Okay.
technically Pike is as well. He's just watching their feet.
He's watching.
Yeah.
He's not watching them. He's watching the ground.
Yeah. So what do you
Okay.
think, Omar?
All right. I have something of a plan of action here. What would you like to do?
I would like to send Alita and her investigative abilities to go and find the body while I forget the therapist's name.
Lakota Monroe.
Lakota.
She's gonna go talk
to go and
talk to Violet.
yeah. Yeah. Lakota.
Okay.
I mean, if you're leaving Amir to guard these people, you could be the one from your team to go look at the windmills.
Yeah, Benny will
I could.
go up there with you. He's already
Okay.
he's already headed off that way. For
He's
the
fast.
yeah. All right, Alita, give me that investigation roll. I know it's not investigation; it's like an observation with investigator talent or some shit.
Yeah. Um. So when I spend a turn in a room or a similar location, I can roll observation. Only one attempt is allowed. For each success I get, then whatever.
All right. That was Warren's observation roll, but anyway, it's not important. Where would you like to look with that roll?
Um, I would like to have what am I missing? Or what detail am I missing or not noticing about where a body might have flown?
It takes you some time to piece this together, and I think part of the reason
Like
why it doesn't.
direction.
Yeah, I think part of the reason why it doesn't come to you right away is that you don't realize what Violet was doing in the first place, and then it finally clicks on you. She was looking for the places where the wind wouldn't touch, where the wind would be blocked by taller structures. And you notice that near Danny's pod, there's an area back there where it's possible, if odds lined up just right, that his body may have ended up.
Okay. I guess I go there.
And you find his body.
Oh, good.
It is.
I mean,
it's
terrible.
not a pretty sight by any stretch. Clothing is shredded, skin is shredded. I want you to imagine his body ran over a cheese grater.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
that's
not
like, and mind you, like that's the top part. So like, why don't you, in fact, go ahead and make another investigation, or if you have some sort of like forensics thing, like checking the dead body to see what killed him, sort of
I
deal.
think that's a medical, and I
don't know what role. Yeah, I don't know what skill you would need, but I imagine you have some sort of detective work thing here that you can do.
I have medical.
Okay.
So I could use that, and I could
And then would
combo.
you get like extra dice because of investigator? Is that how that works?
No. I think I could just use another observation and just go with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. Okay. What is your question that you would like to know about his dead body?
I'm gonna go as vague as possible and say, is there foul play?
Absolutely. There is a gash across one side of his forehead that doesn't look like it was caused by debris striking. Wind-strewn debris, that is. This looks like it might have been a tool or something that hit him.
Okay, so almost like if there was blood drying by the time things started shredding him.
Yeah. That's effectively what it looks like. It looks like he took this shot to the dome, and then maybe it knocked him out and left him here, and then he was shredded by dust and debris and whatnot.
Which would not show up as drying blood on a body.
No, well, some blood, yeah, but because blood is kind of sticky.
Yeah.
It's not like water being whipped away, but it's
If the storm was as bad as it's knocking down some towers, it's a tornado.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Alita goes into the block, gets a couple blankets and things, covers the body, tries to figure out a place to haul it, I guess. Is there a second section to the body? You seem to have alluded that there was the top half.
Well, no, there's the top of the body that was exposed to the wind, and then there's the body that's in contact with the ground. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
The body that's in contact with the ground is, fine. Blood pooling in the body.
So he's there.
Yeah, his whole body's there. He's just obviously dead.
Yeah. All right.
Why don't you go ahead and give me one more investigation? I know, or observation, whatever. See if she finds anything else of note.
Do you want observation or medical?
Observation. Okay. Well, she's definitely getting a little twitchy because she starts. I feel like during the process of looking him over, figuring out what it was that did him in, and it looks like it's a combination of what it looks like is that he took this hit to the head, was knocked unconscious, left here by whoever hit him, and then the storm hit and did the rest too, based on the dozens of lacerations from rocks and pebbles and whatnot being blown by him. The thing of note, though, is that it, other than the wind hitting his body and doing different things to his clothing, it almost looks like somebody was rifling through his pockets. Like if you wear jeans, for instance, the little white elephant part of the jean pocket doesn't come out of the pocket unless somebody pulls it out. The wind probably isn't going to pull that out.
No,
Even
it
in a
always comes
storm.
out when I grab my keys and I pull.
Exactly.
And
And
comes out.
and one of those pockets, the white elephant lining, is definitely sticking out.
and possibly key shaped.
Can't tell you that.
I know.
No, because there's multiple reasons why I can't say yes or no to that. One is generic
'cause it-
GM, and two, it's not an
Yeah.
actual key, but that's not the
I know.
point.
I'm making a joke that my
No, I
keys
know,
make-
I know,
Yeah.
I know. It just I had to give a response because my poker face failed me.
Okay, so Alita's gonna do her thing, report back to when she gets back, no one.
Yeah, because I imagine Warren and Benny are climbing a tower.
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to
No.
a building watching everybody.
Yeah, but the question here is, does Alita confide in Pike? No,
I'm done.
because Pike gave him a lot of shit on the last 2 planets.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Alita wants somebody to know because there's probably a murderer here.
Yeah, so Alita is gonna confide in Amir.
Okay. Okay.
She goes,
As
I mean,
her
that
direct
checks out.
supervisor.
Chain of command and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
she goes to her boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like I found the body. It's kind of mangled, kind of rifled through, not rifled that way, but you know.
Yeah.
She
gives you appropriate responses and head nods. It's just, all right. It's problematic. Let's wait for the captain to
That
get
is-
back, and we'll inform him of our findings. I assume that's the body over there with the blankets over it.
I want to make a wits roll because I know this detail.
Go ahead.
But I don't know if she's smart enough to put 2 and 2 together because Benny is the younger person, right?
Yes.
That may have been outside with I don't know, whatever.
Go ahead and make that wits roll. Let's see what it says.
All
Let's see
right.
what comes up.
All right. Do I roll stress dice or no?
Yeah, why not?
All right, fine.
Ooh, would you like to push that?
No.
Okay.
No, I would not. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Benny and the captain. Sounds like a music group from the 60s. But anyway, actually, Captain and Tennille, and then I don't know. There's a whole bunch of other groups. Anyways, you guys are going up the lift tower. You're gonna go check out the solar farm. Is that correct? First.
Yep. That's the idea.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Do I have to climb anything or
Yes, you do.
is it just given?
Yeah, because
Okay.
the lift isn't operational. It's just a lift with stairs,
okay.
steps, ladders, whatever's. Let me get to the right section here. Yeah, the towers are made out of thin scaffolding with an elevator that works when the base has power, and a rickety set of steps. So it's a little shaky going up. It's a little nerve-wracking, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, when you come up onto the top of the cliffs, the solar plant,
Mhm.
bleh. The solar, oh my god, one more time. The solar panels often get clogged with dust, which stops them from working. It's going to take one of you a full 8-hour shift to clean them all off, but once it's done, it looks like the solar panels are in decent shape. No roll or anything, it's just going to take time. With 2 of you on this task, it would take half the time, but there is also the windmills to check out.
Can we see across the way?
Yes,
And notice
you can.
anything?
You can see. The thing is you can tell that. La, 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 la. They are damaged. It looks like it, but there's still. It also looks like there's quite a few that could still work and whatnot. It's just the big thing is the solar panels. So
Yeah.
I will make a GM call and say that you can generate 1/2 a unit of power with the windmills alone, but there is not enough power in that generation to power the field. I'm sorry.
Okay,
not
so
the
each one
fence.
is a 1/2. So
Yeah,
each
so you
one is
gotta
1/2.
have you gotta have both the solars and the winds to create enough power to run everything as well as the electric fence.
All right, so Matt turns to Benny. So what do
Side
you
note,
think?
real quick, before I cut in, or
Yep.
before you complete that thought. Never mind. No. Go ahead. Do that.
Okay, so hey Benny, sorry about the whole thing earlier today, but we need to go on schedule here. So um, these these solar panels, you say we could clean probably in about 4 hours, the two of us, but what about the electrical grid over there with the windmill? I'm not much of an electrician myself, so what do you think we should be doing? Do we
He
clean
gives
this at the
you
same time and then go over
Yeah.
there?
So he gives you a look. He's like, and I'm going to remind you that he's 18.
He's 8.
Yeah, he's roughly 18. Your character would know this by looking at
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he knows enough about this to do what he's told to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But so he gives you a look and he's like, all I know is that with both the solar panels and the windmills, we have enough power for everything. I don't think we're gonna have enough power if we don't have all of it working. So
Can we get the electrical fence at least running with one of these?
I don't know how that would work.
Okay. Hmm.
Now I will
All right,
tell
well,
you,
let's get...
GM to play, or yeah, GM to player, no is the answer. He's telling you
Okay.
in character that he doesn't know. He's not an electrical engineer either. He's not even an electrical engineer apprentice. He just brings tools and flips switches based on what his dad tells him to do.
Okay. So we'll clean this together and then we'll go over there as a team and then figure that out over there.
Okay. As you make your way through the solar panels, I want to know, do your characters have... Now, in Warhammer 40k, they're called comm beads. But I feel like you guys have some sort of internal comms amongst yourselves. Do you not?
They're in the helmets. Or,
We're,
well, they were in the helmets.
we're not wearing
They're not in the helmets anymore.
I have a headset radio because I grabbed
Yeah.
it on the way out.
That's right. you
And
did.
my PDAD is broken, so unless it still survives from the water.
I mean, I feel like they're mostly waterproof, but you were kind of submerged for a hot minute. So I don't know if they're super ruggedized.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
a headset would survive. I'd have no doubts about that. It just dries off and that's it. But a PDAT all of a sudden be underwater.
Yeah, I mean that's
while
like
on,
that's like
that'd be
taking
done.
your iPad into the water, expecting it to work when you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, you do know that Pike is watching, so you could make hand gestures if you want to at least get a message to the group.
Well, actually,
can't
I'm
necessarily
thinking
give you one back.
I was thinking a different direction. I was thinking Alita and Hamida trying to check in with the boss with this information that this dude is probably murdered.
Yeah. And that I'm sticking around with someone who was originally the prime suspect.
I just wanted to point out that whether or not you guys had effective comms with each other, so you could relay information, even though you're not in shouting distance. Because you might be in shouting distance, but let's be honest, the wind is pretty rugged. Even though it's not stormy weather, the wind is a thing.
Okay.
So it's up to you if you how you want to play that out.
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty isolated. So we're gonna clean this off and I'm gonna just watch my 6 as much as possible.
Okay. I won't go into details about Lakota and what's her face, Violet. But by the time when you get done with the solar panels, are you going back down to the group or are you going over to the windmills?
We gotta get that job done. We're gonna signal though. as much as I can to Pike and them that we might need, like, screw stuff in. I don't know.
I see you making gestures like that through the scope, and I'll just say, I think the captain needs tools.
We might so send someone else.
I mean, that's what I
Uh,
say out loud to the folks on the ground.
Not Morgan Parks. Like, I could probably run a set of tools out there. I don't know if they need anything in particular though.
Well, how many tools would you have to bring if you had to be able to plan for everything except unsalvageable destruction?
I would bring my whole toolbox with me. And he points to this toolbox that is probably about yay big minimum. One of the ones that, like, it's about this big, and when you open it up, it expands somehow.
oh yeah, weighs like 50 kilograms.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Not only about 50,
Yeah.
but certainly 50 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so like
Well,
30
then-
kilograms.
So
why don't you take that
so
up?
Pike's like, oh, this is just gonna be a quick warm up. Got it.
yeah.
He's like, well, great. Why don't you take that up to the captain? We can get power up.
Okay. Give me machinery, heavy machinery, Warren, and go ahead and give yourself a +2 because you got Benny to help flick switches and shit.
All right, +2.
Ba-boom! Power! There is sufficient sunlight coming down, despite the fact the sun is kind of low on the horizon.
Got so much stress.
There is sufficient sunlight coming down. There is sufficient wind channeled through the windmills. Probably about 80% of the windmills are functional. The others need some serious maintenance. It's noticeable that a handful of them are spinning much more slowly than they should be, and a couple of them that are just not spinning at all. But then the others are spinning at a somewhat leisurely rate, generating power. What's the word I'm looking for? The pylons scattered around the lip or the top of the cliffs. There's a distinct static charge buildup and then release around each of the pylons, and they form this. I mean, it's like, as a cinematic, it actually looks pretty cool. It's a cinematic equivalent of like shields going up, shields connecting from one node to the next, all the way around. But you have power.
Nice.
You can now extract water from the lower sections of the base. You can now do things that would otherwise require power that you couldn't before. Your comms are kind of working, but you still need to fix the antenna itself. And by working, like, it's clear that they're doing things, but because the antennas are fucked up, the signals are not really going anywhere. That's really about the best way to explain it.
How much time do we have left?
It looks like you've got about 6 or so hours before dark.
6 or so hours before dark. How long has the storm been out?
It's been
Still brewing up there?
been about 6 hours or so since the storm.
Okay.
So if there's anything else anybody wants to do before we move on,
So he did.
Yeah.
He just did 6 hours of work.
yeah, effectively.
Okay.
So if there's anything that would have also been done while that work was going on, between Alita doing the body thing and then the repairs, like Pike, is he just sitting there for 6 hours and eventually fluffing tools up and fluffing
I
back?
feel like good.
I'm not hoofing the tools up. I made that dude do it.
Oh yeah, he did it then.
I'm hunting.
Hunting.
Strict orders. It's
Hunting via deer stand.
It's harvester season.
Okay, it's okay.
Um,
When it starts to get dark, he's going to be a bit more proactive about it because these people aren't going to be wandering around in the dark.
This is true.
Mm.
This is
How-
true.
Once Matthew gets back, let me just see here. He's gonna ask Morgan, who gave him the little detonator.
I have
Benny
the
gave it to
detonator.
him. I'm sorry, not Benny. Morgan did. Yeah.
Okay, so so who has the detonator right now? Is it Pike?
I have
Like-
it.
Okay. So what's the range on that thing, and can it go through things? Can we hear it if, let's say, it detonated like 50 yards from here? You see what I mean?
I'm sorry. Were you asking me? I was not paying attention.
Yeah, I
trying
was
to
just
figure
asking
something out.
Morgan.
Oh, what was one more
Like,
time?
what's the range? What's the range on that thing, anyways? So it's like,
That's a great question. Let's go with a few hundred meters, maybe.
okay, not through rock though.
And ironically, perhaps, as
Mhm.
you are asking this question, the ground trembles around you, and bursting up from below
Bang.
is this.
I've been sitting for 6 hours with the kind of focus that only autistic people and Pike can have.
You've got a decent line of sight without interference, so go ahead and make your first shot.
I'd better turn around and that thing be already dead.
That's my goal. So 5. I'll juice that all into damage. So I'll do 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 7 damage to it. Armor
7?
piercing.
Armor piercing?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess fuck me. Once again, I get armor on shit and it doesn't do a goddamn thing.
Did I just pike it?
How much damage? 7?
7.
No, but we are now in.
I have rapid fire.
What does rapid fire give you the option to do?
I shoot twice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Second shot's at a penalty, but
Okay.
I go for the I double tap this. It's big. I've been told it's big.
And I'm definitely getting it in a second if you don't, because I've got quick draw, fast reflexes, and watchful.
Wait, did I just roll in this? Okay, there we go. Wait, I think.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Okay. All
I
right.
take
Well,
my-
Pike, go
I'll
ahead
take-
and make your second shot, I suppose.
Okay. So that'll be
One.
six more armor piercing.
6 more.
Sounds like 5 more armor piercing. You have done a significant amount of damage to it. It is. Let's see. Let's see what it does. The cornered harvester rushes the player who it deems to be the biggest threat. Currently, that's Pike because it just shot at it twice, in fact.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
all those in that direction. Let's see what it says here. Charge. The cornered harvester rushes the player who it deems to be the biggest threat, which is Pike. It makes a manic charge against them and all those in that direction. As its charge crosses into the next zone, all targets must make a mobility roll to get out of the way. Anyone who fails suffers attack, etc. So it looks like just Pike is going to take this hit.
Pike's okay with this.
Okay. Go ahead and make your mobility roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were successful, which means you dodge and you're fine. I don't think anything else happens there. All right. I believe somebody else was going to attempt something.
Yeah, can I get my quick draw on this?
Or we throw you in here really quick.
Yes, please.
There
So
we
where
go.
am I at?
You're the last one. Ironically, you're right there. You're in the initiative order now. Go ahead and make your attack, sir. Or whatever
Yeah,
it is you're going to do.
so I quick draw, and I try to find my gun. There it is.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
What?
I've been sitting there the whole time doing this, so I should have gotten an aim bonus on the first shot.
Oh well.
What would that have given you?
2d6.
Go ahead and roll real quick.
Oh, what am I?
Success would have added damage, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't
Nope.
think you got any, though. Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Warren.
Okay. I take my shot.
God damn. Okay. You obviously
One,
hit it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage.
It's normal.
It's
gonna go
normal
full
damage though,
armor.
right?
It's gonna get its full armor
Um,
against this thing, I think. I don't
Yeah,
think
give me a second. I think I want to push.
Well, that one actually went through. Purge this motherfucker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
that's
Eight.
9
8.
damage.
That's 9 damage.
All right, but
No
it's,
panic.
It is
Normal armor,
standard
here we go.
damage or standard ammo, right?
Yeah. So down to 4.
Yep. So what we see is this Warren comes down from on high, wanders back up to the group, starts asking questions about this harvester that Pike has been sitting here waiting all frickin' day to show up. Amongst all the other things that attracts this worm, or not worm, this thing, it has not yet shown up. And so Warren says the ubiquitous, I don't think I said that right, says
Not
the
at all.
magical words, archipelago. Anyway, Warren says, so what's the range on that detonator thing? And as soon as Morgan says, I don't know, maybe 100 meters, there's like this rumbling sound, right? And it's just like, as this tardigrade bear-sized thing pops up out of the ground behind everybody. I don't know if these things make a roar or not, but let's say for cinematic effect, it does. And Pike is just like, finally, blam, blam! And the thing goes, and charges at Pike. Pike's like, not today, Satan. Jumps to one side. Warren is like, but yesterday. And with his service, at this point, I want to call it a simple service revolver. I know it's not. But it's just a simple
like,
pistol. He's just like,
1911.
flap, 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 flap. And the thing just goes, and like, it does the tardigrade roll over dead.
Pike just starts
Toes are red.
laughing. Pike starts laughing hysterically.
Yeah, everybody else is terrified right now.
Like the last
All
time
right.
you heard him laugh like this, you guys were shit-faced drunk at a pool.
Which should lower my stress almost, because I know that this is just a silly moment at this point.
Are you,
but
well, is
he picked-
Warren merciless or not merciless? What is
Yeah,
what's the one where if he gets a kill, he reduces stress?
merciless.
I think you go ahead and reduce your stress by however much that stress amount is. I don't know what
Yes.
the amount is off the top of my head.
He takes
One.
he takes a break from his he tries to catch his breath with laughing. He's like, really, Warren? Up the ass? Really?
I mean, you had one job.
He just
And I
one
was
job
doing
you.
it.
He
I
one
was-
job you.
And I was doing it. Notice
You did
as he
great.
gestures to it laying right there. I was about to punch it in the face.
Meanwhile, Morgan is sitting over there. He's got this ghostly pale look on his face because he's like, "Holy shit, that just happened!" And then he does one of these. But you had the detonator. You know what? I'm done with you guys.
Didn't need it.
Mhm.
And then I think just for like an extra, like, what the fuck? Pike is gonna walk past it to walk over to Warren to give him a high five. And like with one hand he goes for the high five, and with the other, while it's behind him, he clicks the clacker.
So yeah, so this is when you notice that there is indeed some sort of vest, sort of harness on the thing. And it just goes,
Mhm.
boom! Everybody jumps. Because they're actually surprised that none of the bullets hit this damn thing. And then Borg is just like, judgmental head shake.
Yeah, I'm going to give Warren a high five for shooting it in the ass. And I'll like casually toss the detonator in Morgan's direction. If he catches it, he can. If he doesn't, he
I
doesn't.
think he just
Pike doesn't
watches.
care.
I think he just watches it land at his feet. He's just like, he doesn't say this, but he's got this is some bullshit look on his face.
Yeah,
Mm.
that kind of feeling goes around.
All right, what would you like to do now?
I'm gonna get a
About-
trophy from this thing. For
Probably
the
got about
captain while-
6 hours ish until the ship's next scheduled check-in. Rodance, is there
have
anything
to-
you want to do up on the ship while all this is going on and you have no idea what just happened?
No, I am probably just getting my stuff in order.
Okay.
Like nothing crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot going on for you specifically at this point, so I just wanted
It
to
is
check
the
in.
nature of life.
All right. Well,
I would like to take a knee by the side of this thing that we just murdered and then I blew up, and then I think I'm by myself. I'm gonna talk quietly to myself, and I'll just like kiss the watch and say, "Not today." And then I would like to get a trophy from this thing for the captain.
Okay.
He's got to have something to hang up in his office. He
Yeah.
killed it.
Yeah. I don't know what you would get off this thing. Like, you could maybe take
Aw.
a chunk of like ring segment for his, the worm-shaped portion of the body. I don't know. Scales. A couple hours go by. Darkness falls. There's enough power built up in that time to give you guys sufficient lighting for a little while. And then above that lighting is, of course, the dull blue glow of the electric fence around the perimeter of the ravine up above. Is there anything in particular you guys want to get into before the next scene?
So
Or should
captain.
I just...
So captain.
Yes.
These data discs.
Yeah.
Do we have to travel to go get them? If this can't
We
have
have
been
to-
like the central hub of the colony, it was like 1 million people.
I know. They said that it was down there. I guess it's one of those things that's reproduced.
Do you believe them?
Can I roll a wits on that?
Sure.
All right.
It'd be a manipulation, right? It's your sense
Yeah.
motive.
Roll insight.
I have influence. When it comes to girls being obeyed by one another, you can push any skill roll on empathy twice, not just once like other characters. Push increases your stress level by 1. Okay. So guys, we need the data disk. You guys said it was down there, and then I'm gonna push manipulation, I guess.
Sure.
All right.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Or
First
maybe you're
off,
not
I don't
going
know
to
what's
push
more
it.
impressive. 6 out of 9 dice are all 6s, but 3 of those are stress 6s. Not that that means anything. You keep your shit together
it's- It's 3 6s and 3 1s.
though. Okay, that's fair.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know, I'm looking at. I mean, listen. To me, see you
Let's
guys
play down
get
the
a,
middle.
listen.
A
For
lot of
you,
results.
it's a 1. For me, it's a 6.
Fair enough.
I'm just happy I kept it together.
Yeah, you did. I think you have a brief. I don't know. Maybe there's like a tremor in your voice when you ask, but you like in the back of your head, like, nope, Captain, keep your shit together. I've got this. We killed a fucking tardigrade.
Mhm.
Morgan just looks at you. It's like the water should be cleared out at least enough to get down to the vault itself. As long as we have both keys, getting in shouldn't be a problem.
And what is in the vault?
Among other things, those long data disks that you want for colony logs.
Okay.
There's
And where are these keys?
I have one, and the Marino should have the other. Make an observation roll. Anybody in this conversation?
I'd like to have Alita do that because
Sure.
Wright is going to kill everyone with stress.
You mean Warren is going to
Um,
kill everyone with stress?
Yeah, Warren is gonna kill everyone with stress. Sorry, I'm
You're good.
It's
I
just
got
like-
you. I got you.
1 in the morning. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So okay, so observation.
Yep. Okay. I don't know why they put it on Warren, but go ahead and change that panic level. He's
Okay.
not
Give me a
trembling.
second.
Because it's right that makes this observation.
Right is the one who's panicked. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
She's got more panic. She's trembling now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think how this manifests is this. She noticed that the body had been rifled through, right?
And Warren doesn't know that yet.
Warren doesn't know that yet. And so when when Morgan says it takes the keys from each family, Wright is like, wait a minute, light bulb starting to form. And then she notices Benny, who is starting to act a little, suddenly super self-conscious at the mention of the word keys.
Hmm.
Pike's not going to roll observation because he doesn't care. Either someone's going to produce a key, or someone's going to run away, or they're all going to lie. And he's
Or,
going to
or you're going to go kick down a vault door. I know. I got this.
It's
I've
gonna-
seen this movie.
his options are chase, ignore. So he doesn't
Chase,
really care.
ignore, or ignore.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Wright, you definitely picked up on something regarding these keys and the body language of young Benny.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Do I have anything
At the
here?
same time, as you are,
Yeah.
as you're working your way through that, there is a faint, not quite an alarm sound, but definitely a pay attention to me sound coming from the control room. And it's incessant. It's one of those that somebody needs to go push the button to tell it to shut up. But it has a sense of urgency to it.
Okay. Warren's gonna go with does anyone have to deal with that? And Alita is going to look at Benny. Where is Benny?
He's in. Oh, he's up. I
Oh,
didn't
he-
move him back. He's
Yeah.
with the group. He's with the group.
Okay.
So first, Amelia says that's the weather patrol monitoring. Weird. We should probably go take a look at that.
Okay.
And then
All right.
Benny, did somebody say something to Benny?
Alita is just readying a command roll, I guess, with authority.
Yeah, go for it.
So if Benny makes any weird moves, reaches for anything,
I'm just putting the
I
rest
just-
of the group so I can.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I ready a command roll? Just like a
I would suggest
Freeze.
instead that go ahead and just make that command roll and
Okay, cool.
do whatever it is to get Benny to do whatever it is you want him to do. He will, of course, resist, most likely. Probably not
whatever.
Well,
Okay. Boop.
you gonna push it?
Do I fail it?
You have one success. You can push it if you like. You don't have to.
What's my stress at? That's a really good
According
question.
to that, too.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I will push.
Okay, total of 4
So that's
successes.
4.
What's the resisting on manipulation? It's just manipulation, isn't it?
On command, it's manipulation.
That's what I
yeah.
meant to say. Well, you get a total of 3 successes. What do you want him to do?
Show me your hands. Down on your knees.
Oh, he's on his knees, and he does one of those, like... You know what he does? He just stays seated on his butt,
Okay.
but he's sitting kind of not quite cross-legged. Like, he's cross-legged, but his knees are up, if that makes any sense. And when
Oh,
she
yeah.
says, show me your hands, he's just, like,
Indian.
showing hands. Like, I don't know what you want from me. But he's also got a
Okay.
very distinct shakiness in his voice.
Okay. So Alita's gonna go up and say not where is Amita? Oh, over here. So Benny is over somewhere is here.
Benny is
Yeah.
here. Amita is here.
So Alita is gonna position herself
That's me.
Oh, that is you. What the hell? Okay. Position herself over here and just check him for anything.
You're doing
while, trying to
you're doing a physical search of him?
Yeah. And while
I want you
she's
to
explaining to the group.
imagine that the couple of times that Morgan has pointed it out, that he has shown you a blue plastic credit card looking thing,
Mhm.
and that as you're going through Benny's pockets, you find a red plastic credit card looking thing.
And they're from the same family, are they?
They are not. Oh no, I'm
No.
sorry. Benny and Morgan are same family. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Alita declares possible foul play involving Benny and what's his name?
Danny,
Danny. Yeah. Oh, his name is on the
the
map, for
dead
God's
guy,
sakes.
the dead
Yeah,
guy.
the dead guy.
Yeah.
Who we don't care
So
about anymore.
yeah. So I think at this point it's Amelia. Let me double check that. Amelia Marino. She just kind of stands
Violet?
up and she's like, "Fuck! What the shit? What the actual fuck, Benny?" And also, then she looks at Morgan and you, Warren, and says, "We need to go check that. That's a warning notification of some sort. We need to go check and see what it says. This little shit. If you killed Danny, we're gonna have a fucking problem."
All
I
right,
just look,
Amita, go with
I just,
them.
I just look at Alita and I say, "Do you think you murdered him?"
She gives you the look of like, please don't step on whatever it is I'm doing right now. I don't want to shovel. I don't want to. I don't want to dig more holes than I have to.
Don't step
I mean,
on what I'm
I'll-
trying to do. All I got in that was, mind your business, Mike. Don't
okay,
pull
well,
security.
he sees that and he continues. It says,
Okay.
"I got stuff in this bag. I can tie him up for you. You know, if you want to like make this arrest official or whatever."
Yeah, that's an idea. Thank you.
I'm going to vigorously and to make him as uncomfortable as possible tie him up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hog tie. Just
Oh,
something weird.
we're going hog tie. Okay. Lay him on his side and
I don't
everything.
Like, I'm being
Meanwhile,
very rough
Amelia
about it,
is
right?
still pointing at the control room
Yeah, and
from which the
Hamida
warning
should go
signs are
with
going
them.
out. I'm sorry?
And Hamida should go with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hamida and who else is going in there with her?
Do you need backup? Because I mean,
I didn't know if you meant for Amita to go in there by herself or not.
well, who has to go in there? There's just the three of them,
Amelia
right? The
is
Marinos
wanting
and
to-
Parks.
Amelia is like, I think Amelia is kind of torn, and then Morgan is like, "Listen, I'll go.
Okay, well, Hami could go with Morgan, and it should be fine.
All right. So a moment later, they come back out and like, "We've got a big fucking problem."
Okay.
Let me see what my notes say here.
I like this.
The weather warning alarm has indicated that there's a large shadow of shit to the east. It's moving fast, coming this way.
It's gotta be pretty bad if it's part of the weather.
Yeah. Morgan says that's a swarm.
And I'm guessing the shields.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna need to plan to bug out. We've got maybe an hour. Maybe.
I would
Alright,
like
I mean,
to.
yeah.
I would like to at this point because I have this bag of stuff, so it
Yeah.
could narratively make sense. I would like to use my prison wallet power.
Hmm.
Sorry. Every time you use the word prison wallet, I'm gonna laugh. Thank you.
We
Will.
all should.
Thank you. What Will
So
anyway,
I would like to.
go
I'm
ahead.
going to put this bag down,
Uh-huh.
this gigantic fucking bag that I got from Westcott, and I'm going to rifle through it. I've got through it a little bit before. I found the food and water from earlier, and I'm like, she's got to put something in here. Octavia is the most resourceful motherfucker I've met in my life, and digs around. And I would like to find a long distance basic transmission device. Like it's not a long range full ComSat radio thing,
Uh-huh.
but like I can signal like
ping.
Morse code into orbit.
Okay.
Yeah, like a pinger or something.
All right.
And I would like to hit the signal, and I'm going to try to hit it in a pattern for Morse code to be like need pickup now. And if it doesn't do that, then it doesn't do that. But at least on the ship, Octavia will be receiving a signal from something
Oh.
she stuck in the bag early.
Look. It's if I put it in the bag, and it's a communication device, it's assumed that the ship is tuned to see it. And it'll
Give me
make a little
a
pop-up warning.
give me a comms tech roll.
To push a button.
I like this.
It's not so much you
Okay,
pushing the
do you
button.
mean
It's to
my
see.
comms tech roll to set everything up? Because I think that's more
You know what?
appropriate.
Yes. Let's get Westcott's comms tech. Okay.
Yeah,
Up
I'm
on the
putting
ship.
blind faith that she put something that works in the bag. I'm
Yeah.
just pushing the
With a
on
button.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
button.
I'm gonna take one of those
Dude, I
successes
gave
off.
it to Pike. I knew it needed to work at a button press.
Yeah.
It
I'm gonna
literally
take
probably
one
has a
success
sticker
off.
on it that says "Press
Good.
this button."
It probably does have that little sticker. It's probably got a sticky note. In fact, it says "Press
Yeah.
this Pike." In case of panic. In Octavia's handwriting.
Well, there's duct tape on it, and written on it is "Apply Pike here" and an arrow towards the button. And he's like, "Okay."
Westcott, unfortunately, you do see this almost immediately. You are, for narrative reasons, something like 3 or 4 hours away because of how orbit works. Also, this is just a ping one way.
We don't know yet. We
Yeah,
don't know yet.
Yeah. So you get this ping, and you're immediately like, how do we get down there? I mean, these are easy answers, right?
I immediately I redirect them to the backup pickup location.
Can I receive anything on this?
You do not receive
you?
anything in return.
Can he?
No.
I mean, so
So
Pike's
this-
looking at this.
Basically,
his-
this is a we need help now sort of thing that
It's
you
Minnesota
cobbled
speaking.
together. It's more of a one-way communication than it is a two-way. And with your antenna
We
arrays,
also can see from space that something's wrong, and it's going towards them.
not in this case.
So
Was there bugs?
Here's Pike's thought. Pike is looking at this. He sees that it's a beacon of some kind. He's
Uh-huh.
got it on, and he's gonna reach into the bag and grab a roll of duct tape out to make sure that this thing is still like pointed generally upright and transmitting.
Yeah.
And he's gonna duct tape it to his upper arm.
Because he's never going to go down, right?
Well, and I of course have duct tape in the bag.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
be
that's
clear.
that's a
That
given.
was established last session, yeah. And he's gonna look to the captain and say, "The SOS is up, but we need to travel away from that swarm if we want to live. The ship can pick us up en route."
We don't necessarily, and this is Morgan speaking, we don't necessarily need to run anywhere. We just need to make sure the power stays up. They'll hit the field, and the problem is the field usually works, but the size of that swarm doesn't look good. I don't think
What
I've
is
ever
it?
seen a swarm that big before.
What does "doesn't look good" mean?
It means
How
that's a
fast
I
big
mean, it doesn't
swarm.
look like anything. It's like an aurora borealis of protection. It's my word of the day.
That's a good word.
All right, so what you're saying in game mechanic worth is that the solar power is no longer solaring, and the wind power is just basically half of the field's
So
worth of
yeah,
energy.
so basically what's happening, you have your electric fence, it's up.
Yeah,
What Morgan
But
is
it's
intimating
used-
is that this swarm is larger than a swarm he's seen before.
mm-hmm.
And so, whenever a swarm is hit, it usually more or less bounces off the field. But this swarm is so large that they may be able to overpower the field if they stay in contact with the field enough.
But unless you're comfortable, unless you tell me right now that you're willing to stand on the edge of that fence and stare the swarm in the face, then I don't believe your field is worth shit. And I want to.
I think Morgan is implying like, we've got an hour. I don't know where to go or what to do. Like, this is bullshit. I don't know if it will hold. It might not. This is a pretty big swarm.
Are they subterranean?
No, these
Other
are
word of the day.
flyers.
Okay, well, we have the mines to go into. I guess it's in the field and it's underground.
I suppose that's a possibility. Let me see what my notes say about that.
Just love that, like Morgan's like my notes.
Yeah, Morgan. Yeah, let me refer to my notebook here of things about my own home that I've lived in my whole life.
I'm just gonna look at the captain and say, "You ready to go back into a mine shaft?"
I mean, we don't got that zealot with us this time.
Zealot? Oh, you talking about Wiskowski or whatever his fucking name was?
Yeah.
You mean the failure?
The failure,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, here you go. Okay, yeah. So the mine basically, and Morgan conveys this to you. He's like, the mine runs about 100 meters deep. Basically 100 meters deeper into the ravine or whatever.
Mhm.
And then it's basically just concentric circles going deeper and deeper into the ground once you get there. So like 100-meter
Okay.
tunnel, and then strip mining.
I have
Is
an
it
idea.
solid?
I mean, it's definitely
I
an
just wanna-
option. We could go to. The thing is, like, if they get through the electric fence and come down that way, that it's still going to be a problem. But there won't be as many.
I have an idea.
The last time we went in a mine and we blew it up, and that was a good way to do things from getting in.
Which one of you is a mechanic?
Hmm.
Um.
Please don't say it was Danny.
Well, they're all a bunch of wildcatters, so they've got some.
Which one of you
Can't
feels the
stuff.
most comfortable working on that busted ass tractor?
Oh,
Mm,
I think I see what you're cooking.
Amelia speaks up. Says, I could probably try to do so. I mean, that whole tire is just absolutely shredded. I have to swap that tire
Yeah.
out.
Yep. The answer to my question is you, Captain. If I have your leave, I'd like to take her and we'll try to put a solution together for you.
I like those words. Any contingencies? What else do you want us to do?
I mean, this is your show, Captain. I'm just trying to give you an
We
option.
could go back
Okay.
down to the vault, if nothing else.
The vault is pretty good. Okay. Meet us in the central block, control block, if there's anything. Otherwise, you have my leave.
All right, what are we doing
All right.
with the tractor?
You with me, let's go. So
Yep.
I need it's got one shredded tire, right?
Yeah, let me double check all of my notes just to make sure I didn't miss anything crucial there.
So what are you gonna do? Lift the tractor and put it into a new tire?
Put it
Well,
into a new tire instead of putting the tire
Put it
on.
into a tire. Just put the tire around its neck. Just drag it around like that.
Sorry, I'm scrolling here. Give me just a second here. Let's see. Excuse me. Vehicle bay has collapsed. All right, yeah. So the vehicle bay has collapsed, and a tractor is laying on its side, badly damaged, with one of the tires shredded and useless.
All right. So I'm going to take her over there and say, if that tractor was upright, could you get it started?
I'd have to. She kind of does one of those, like, she looks at it, she thinks about it, and she's like, I don't know where you're going with this. I think I'd have to see if there's anything electronic or mechanical busted in there besides that tire, but
Okay. All right. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to flip that tractor upright. And he just says that matter of factly. And he's like, here's what I want to do. I want you to weld a bar near where that axle is on the missing tire side. And I'm going to try to keep that from dragging too hard on the ground while you can roll it at low speed. And we're going to cut a section of the wall off this building that's already collapsed. And we're going to weld it to the back of the tractor. And we're going to use it as a rolling door to close the opening of the mine. And we can push the tractor back a couple feet to be able to get back out.
I didn't know you were gonna A-team this.
she just looks at you and she's like, I'm gonna need you to run that by me one more time. Now I'm not gonna make you repeat everything. She's giving you the what the fuck are you talking about? And you have to explain it to her again before she catches on.
So his second explanation happens while he's looking at the tractor to figure out where he's gonna grab it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he's gonna go to tire flip it to try to just like get it back up.
Let's start with your obscene amount of strength dice.
I would like to argue that because that this is a stamina roll.
Yeah, we'll do stamina. We can do stamina if you want. I'm sure you have somewhat more dice than that.
And you said this building is destroyed, right?
The vehicle bay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to grab a bar of some kind that I can use as a wedge to get it started, to get underneath
Sure,
it.
that will negate the -2 that I was going to throw at you.
Okay. Here we go. Super strength pike.
Would you like to
I do.
push it for shits and giggles?
No, what I would like to do is spend that extra success on you impress somebody.
She's impressed. If she wasn't already in love with the dead dude, she would be impressed.
Or at least maybe somewhat horrified that this man managed to just like
She
deadlift this fucking
spends-
tractor.
About 20 minutes as you get this thing up and it's sitting on the remains of that one tire. She spends about 20 minutes clambering around the vehicle, checking the engine bay, checking some of the switches, checking the batteries, and then she finally goes and kicks it over. And then she's like, all right, well, it starts, and then she shuts it off. All right, let's go weld this thing on. She takes another 10 or 15 minutes to find a bar suitable size. Go ahead.
And he's like, I'll hold you weld. It'll go faster that way.
Yeah, sure. As she drags over probably the bar that you used to get some leverage initially, and then another bar just to give it extra strength. Spends another 10 or 15 minutes welding that into place, and then she's like, all right, this is fucking ridiculous, but all right, what's next? You're the man with a plan here, which is funny as fuck to me, the GM, that this is a pike plan.
I'm going to drag that sheet metal wall over here, and you're going to weld it to the back of the tractor. That's the door.
Oh, okay.
At least this weighs less than a fucking tractor as he drags it over. He's probably at this point, because it's all jagged or whatever, he's probably like...
Yeah, you probably got some cut hands. You definitely got a sweat broken on your forehead.
So, because it's super extra, and we're in the future space 80s, like, I already talked about how, like, he wasn't wearing a jacket or anything. So he's going to take off his tank top and rip it in half and use it as hand wraps. So now Pike is shirtless, because fuck it, why not?
And glistening.
And glistening because it's a little warm out. Yeah, and he's exerting himself.
Working hard.
All right, Captain Kirk. Every fist fight he's in, his shirt gets torn.
Okay.
He's walking. He's walking out of the woods with his chainsaw and a tree over one shoulder.
But all right. Okay. Now we got everybody. We got Commando as well. Got it.
Riding a bear.
No, that's an actual moment in the movie Commando when this SF commander, whoever it is, comes in and says, "Hey, we've got a job for you. Here's Arnold." Fucking gigantic, just impressively massive. Like, this is physically impossible, by the way, even for Arnold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna drag this sheet metal over so that she can weld it to the back of the tractor.
Yep.
So
another 15
minutes.
This
is very A-team like.
Yeah.
This is
and you're gonna make
bullshit.
me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you're gonna make me say I love when a plan comes together.
You gotta have a cigar. You can't say it without the cigar.
I had the cigarettes.
They're close enough.
Yeah.
He just takes a bundle.
Gregory
of cigarettes
Peck is rolling over in his grave right now, I bet.
He takes a bundle of cigarettes together and he ties them together to get that cigar girth to stick it in.
All right. You have a pike door. What's everybody else doing in that 30 to 45 minute time frame?
All right. Just because I always pull out something random from my office and I make a joke out of it. Does anyone like pot?
You have a pot there.
I have several.
You have several.
Oh, you do.
All right. I didn't make anyone laugh, but okay. All right.
I'm amused.
Hey, I snorted. Okay, that counts
I heard
as a
you
laugh.
Thank you.
I'm amused.
I was just ignored. Maybe I'm just too easy to make laugh. It doesn't count anymore.
I certainly easy to laugh. All right, what are we doing? We got anything else going on while this is happening?
I'm observing from a window and being like, I love when a plan comes together.
45 minutes of welding noises and truck starting noises and the thud of the tractor hitting upright.
All right, so
Pike's gonna need a nap after this.
I need a nap after this. So we're going to the mines again.
At least we don't have to go very far.
I think as this plan is coming together,
okay,
the final elements are being put into place. The swarm hits. I'm gonna read some shit. The flickering petrol blue lightning field around the clifftop is keeping you safe, but the swarm is throwing itself at it. Sudden and intense flashes marking the electrocution after, marking the electrocution of insect after insect, a relentless, unending onslaught. The tall pylons shudder under the assault. Then you hear it, a wailing groan of metal as the pylon shudders. Something falls away, a maintenance panel maybe, some of its shielding. But either way, you watch as the pylon crumbles under the attack. Its lights flicker and go out. The reassuring blue glow of the shield begins to stutter, then goes dark, setting off an almost instant domino effect around the entire field. And in that moment, before your very eyes, the shield is gone. The swarm floods into the compound.
Get in the mine.
Yeah.
Just
This,
grab this bar and prepare to be eaten alive while I drag this fucking tractor.
Alright, so
All-
you're
all I
going to
gotta do-
use the tractor to block the mines.
The mine entrance.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
are what? Gonna figure out
So
some
all
way
I'm
to.
doing.
Go
So
ahead.
all I'm doing is I'm using the belt bars she welded to stop the axle from dragging. I'm
Okay.
just picking it up just enough to get it off the ground and waddling with it while it drives there slowly. And once everyone's in the mines, we drive this up, and the sheet metal presses against the entrance of the mine and
Right.
blocks it off, so we can hide in there. And then when we think it's safe or we don't hear anything anymore, we can start the tractor and back it up a couple of feet to get out.
Which, I mean, makes sense if the thing is being flooded with insects. It's not necessarily pushing against anything specifically wall sized. So, I mean,
Uh,
it's going somewheres, isn't it? It's a swarm that's
yeah, I mean,
directioning.
like, it definitely swarms by in a wave type fashion. It just takes a while for it to, I guess, pass the main body of the swarm through, and you hear the bugs bouncing off the sheet metal. You hear bugs bouncing off of everything.
Mm.
And it goes on plenty long enough to be like, how much longer can this possibly last? Like, somebody actually says that at some point, right?
Mm.
And somebody else is probably like, well, it was a big fucking swarm, blah, 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 blah. And then some time goes by, you're like, okay, really? Like, how much longer can it last? And that's when it finally starts to taper off. And finally, after a few more minutes, it's dead silent.
I think during this, right, we've made it inside, the swarm is passing by, we're sort of sitting there. I think Pike is going to, like, after he's huffed this fucking tractor over here, he's gonna go find Lakota.
Okay.
You know, it's a tight space, we're using flashlights, he's just gonna, if there's Lakota, he's gonna walk over to her.
Yeah, she's not far. I mean, you've got plenty of room to maneuver around, so you can find her, no problem. She kind of gives you one of those looks like she's definitely. Well, first she's definitely there's some apprehension in her body language. She's not not anything specific towards you, but definitely like this is some bullshit that I'm gonna have to process at some point. The sooner the
Yeah.
better, but I can't do it right now.
I mean, he looks at her and he says deadpan, he's like, I need a check from the medic.
He's okay. Can you tell me about what's ailing you? She says that rather methodically, only because she's trying to get her own brain to work correctly right now.
Yeah, I mean, and he's like, he treats her like any other medic. He's very, I mean, he's been raised to be very specific and clinical
yeah.
about reporting like his symptoms and injuries and whatever.
Yeah.
So he just basically tells her all the, like, the pain he has from the overstrain of flipping a fucking tractor, and he's asking her to check whether or not there's any damage that he needs to concern himself with. Is he good to go?
Okay. She basically has you stripped down to. I mean, you've already shirtless, so she's gonna have you stripped down to like your skivvies.
Mhm.
She's got a flashlight, and she's looking over, mostly on your back, because she at some point she mentioned something about everybody overstresses their back too easily, etc. She's poking and prodding, and does that hurt? Does that hurt? Does it hurt when I do that? Sort of thing. But But after a moment, she's like, no, I think everything seems to be in place. You can go ahead and take 1 point of health damage, though, just because of all the shit you've done.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just because I want to give
Plot
you some
armor.
shit. Yeah, plot armored asshole.
Yeah, he's like, all right, so I just expect some bruising, no
Bruising,
no other
strain.
injuries.
I'm probably going to want to take it light the next day or two afterwards.
Do I
You,
need to?
She gives you, listen, I want you to imagine you saying that to your doctor. In this kind of a situation, what kind of response your doctor would be like, do you think you need to? But now, to be clear, when she says that, she's not expecting you to actually give an answer. She's expecting you to hear the underlying message of, dumbass, go sit down for a day or two.
For real though, like, I I'm obviously going to need to take some time to recover when we get back to the ship. But for the rest of the time we're here, is something going to give if I keep pushing hard?
I want to be a smartass. I don't know if she would be a smartass. She says something to the effect of, obviously, something is going to give if you push long enough and hard enough. So maybe slow down a little bit? If you think you need to? If
All
you're
right.
asking yourself the question, then the answer is probably yeah. You probably should slow down.
All right. Anything else I need to know? Or are we good?
Are you good?
Physically?
Mentally?
I'm asking physically.
I'm now asking mentally.
Yeah, we tried that conversation before.
Yes. And I will talk to the captain.
I'm sure you will. I'm gonna put my clothes on now.
Yes, please.
And he'll just like spend the rest of the time seated, leaning against, like, on the ground with his back against the front of the tractor, just like waiting. Like, I just have to pick it up one more time.
Yeah.
I don't have to go very far. I just have to go a couple feet.
Yeah, so you've got, it's probably been like 10 or 15 minutes since the storm has passed. You're definitely getting the vibe of we should probably go check to see things now.
It's not my call. I'm leaning against the tractor.
Yeah, I was kind of leaving that open ended to see what anybody does.
I don't think there's much else to do other than hopefully that ship is on the way.
We need to get those data disks out of the vault. And
Yeah.
then we're good to go.
Why is there a bear paw in the...
Oh, that's the swarm.
Oh, you had a token for it.
Yeah.
Did it have a central insect that we could kill to drop the whole horde?
No. It does
Okay.
have hit points, but it doesn't work that way. Not even close.
I don't think it would.
In the stat block for it, it basically says the only thing that can cause damage is fire and electricity. Your little guns would not have done shit to the swarm. You would kill plenty of bugs. The swarm continues. I feel like there's the horde remains kind of joke to be made here.
When the captain says it's time to peek our heads out, then
Yeah.
Amelia and I will move the tractor.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 15 minutes since we heard any loud, screeching metal and whatever sounds, so probably what time to get going.
What happens next is something of a montage. What's
Montage?
montage? That's it. We get
We're gonna need a
Gonna have
montage.
montage.
Motherfucking montage.
We're gonna do a lot of things, and
I love that we
I
were on the
can't think
exact
of
same
I know
fucking
exactly
wavelength.
what movie you're talking about. I cannot think of the goddamn name of it though.
It's Team America.
Team America. Thank you.
yeah.
So close. I was coming up with everything but Team America. All right. So over the next several hours, the following things happen. First off, let me ask this question: what are we doing with Benny? He was last seen hogtied, probably being dragged into the mines Presumably, he was hogtied the whole time.
Probably dragged into the ship and put into a briggish area
A
until we figure out what
brig-ish
actually
area.
happened.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Westcott, you're able to interact with the rest of the player base now because at some point the ship eventually comes back down. There is the matter of the long disk drives, which I imagine you take some time to go down to the vault and grab. There's also the armory down there, which has a handful of weapons and whatnot. There's also down in the basement areas where they were storing their haul. There are several containers of gems and other riches pulled from the earth.
Is it
There
crystal
is
meth?
some debate about which family should get it.
Hmm.
Now, in this debate, the keynotes are the Parks believe that they should get their fair share, roughly 50%. The Marinos feel like they should get a little bit more because it was Danny Marino that was killed by Benny Parks. Once this topic is brought up, though, the whole Parks, Marino, Hatfield, McCoy thing resumes.
You know who's going to be really great at answering this kind of legal question?
Is it Blatchman?
Damn.
Surprising.
It's all Tam's
Um,
problem. We're not dealing with that shit.
I mean,
Well, let me ask this.
uh,
So, at one point, Tam does get involved, and I want you to imagine that this is like into a few hours in. You know, darkness is fully descended. The swarm is long gone. The storm in the upper atmosphere has cleared. It's basically clear night sky. This whole fiasco started up all over again. Tam is just there, and he's literally doing like he's pinching the bridge of his nose. He says, "Captain, can I talk to you in private for a moment, please, before I shoot one of these bastards?"
that takes a lot for you to say that. So, sure.
I want to be clear, like he is getting super frustrated with this whole pseudo Hatfield and McCoy bullshit. And so what he says to you, in effect, is, "Captain,
Mm-hmm.
fuck these motherfuckers and their stupid fucking rocks. 50-50 or the shit doesn't come onto the ship. But I can't be the one to say that. It has to come from you. You're the captain." That's my
Okay,
advice.
50-50 or it doesn't come on the ship. But then we don't get paid either. So it goes to them or nothing.
We
All
get
right.
our share in bringing them back. Sure, we don't get anything from their haul, but if they can't figure out ownership, then we just I suppose in theory we could just commandeer all of it, but that would make us some sort of police state that we're clearly not.
And they do have a right to it, and
Exactly.
they
But
have a claim on it.
They can't
So how
resolve
many of them are surviving?
all the ones you see on.
So 5.
There was 2 others that had gone on a food run a few days ago that have not yet returned and are currently presumed lost.
Hmm. Okay. Um, my monitor is like weirdly placed. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna divide it 50-50 head a household, and they can just deal with the balance from there.
I look at you and go, frankly, I would, if they're going to complain, I would cut them down to 40-40 and we take 20% because we're lifting their asses off of there. And the more you complain, increase the percent cut you're taking
Oh, the
until they shut
finder's
up.
fee.
Tan does one of those, like, he points at you and he's like, "I like the idea, however, legally, insert legal phrasing here, we can only go up to as much as 10%.
Well, yeah, I would take 10% off the top and let each of them have their 45%.
Your
Then
call,
I
Captain.
didn't realize there was a legal limitation there.
I'm not even sure if that's in the book, but I'm just gonna roll with that.
Okay.
It's a very Tam thing to say.
It is.
I'm gonna make the ruling that it has to go to them. They have the claim to it. We did arrest them. We did cause a lot of undue stress in general, and a bunch of them died for no apparent reason. They're
It
probably gonna
sounds like
squander
they
the
would have
riches.
killed themselves anyways.
Yeah, they would have. They're gonna squander it anyways. Let them inject it into the economy. Whatever.
Okay. So you get the long disk drive thingies, you get the loot, you get the survivors.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
I'm going to quietly
Um,
take the guns out of their armory, and I've stashed the guns I took off of them.
Okay.
And And I'm going to use the bag that Westcott gave me to smuggle them onto the ship.
Oh,
And I'm going to,
you're smuggling these firearms.
I am, and I'm going to quietly and sneakily stick them inside of like pop a wall plating off in a hallway, stick a gun in it, and put the plate back on, and I'm gonna hide guns all over the ship.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna get like a +2 to defense if ever this thing's
Okay,
boarded.
all right. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to do a mobility test against
God.
Tan's observation. I think is how that works.
God.
Where
Okay.
is he? Where is he? Where is he? Why can't I find? There he is. So go ahead and make your roll. Of course, you push it. So 4 successes. Oh, I got the swarm selected. Son of a bitch. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same number of dice?
Not likely. Where's my actor?
The swarm's perception is really high.
Especially compared to this guy.
Hmm.
Let's see.
You're straight lucky. And then it can become my problem again.
Oof. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. You have your hidden armory on the ship.
It's not my problem.
Tan does not notice a fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm not putting these inside of like machine rooms, right? Because I don't want the mechanic to stumble into these. I'm looking at
Mhm.
places that don't
Mhm.
have any like. I'm like this part of the ship is it's just hull right here. So
Yeah.
unless we take like catastrophic damage here, there's no reason for anyone to work on this whole plate.
Just duct tape on the outside hull so we can like do a moonwalk or whatever and just get your gun and come back in.
Put guns on the outside around like
Duct tape.
but no, because Pike is paranoid.
Yeah.
Pike was raised on the idea of paranoia, and he doesn't control this environment. So this is him trying to tolerate being here.
Yeah.
And because now we have these passengers, one of who is definitely in Pike's mind, I think in everybody's mind, is definitely a murderer on board. So if this
At the
guy
very least,
decides
an
to get uppity,
assaulter.
yeah,
Aggravated.
if the families decide to continue this and attack each other over this share nonsense, then it'll be easier to protect the crew.
Yeah, no,
So I
they're
sent
not
you a
coming on with
DM,
weapons.
King, that shows you the
Okay.
weapons that are in the armory. And since you're sneaking them onto and hiding them aboard the ship, I will let you determine when and how much information you share with the others.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing anything until there's an emergency and they need to know.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
You're going to have to
dump some
remind
info.
me when you're like, oh, I'm going to grab such and such from this location from way back when, and I'm going to be like, you did what? Be like, no. Remember, I smuggled weapons onto the ship, and I'm gonna be like, you did what?
I'm copy
So you're
pasting
saying
from the Discord with the timestamp and everything. So if you're like when, and you can find it in your own thing.
Yeah,
And I'm
no,
putting it
by all
in-
means, validate my own bullshit. Because I'm not gonna remember
to
everything.
be clear, you're saying there might be an opportunity for people to get on our ship and attack us.
I'm worried that it will happen.
I'm
So
just
I'm
saying
prepared for
anything
it.
can happen. I don't
Anything
remember.
can happen.
I don't listen. Also, I don't remember that specific moment anywhere in the text that I've read so far. But that doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Why? Because I just said I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know anything about me, Omar does not trust his memory.
I love how you posted the montage song in the Discord.
Nice.
It's life enriching.
I'm listening to it right now, by the way.
Nice.
All right. On that note, as we wrap up this mission
Mhm.
and you guys eventually leave the planet of Gorman's colony behind, or whatever the name of this fucking place is, let's do some experience points. Did you
God.
participate? Yes. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? Let's see. Pike, did you? I don't think you did. Because your agenda... Oh, no. Actually, hold on. Your agenda is I will walk in the dark so you don't have to, or something like that.
Yeah.
You did, actually, because you were the one to shove the tractor in the hole as the swarm hit.
Yeah. I was prepared and sort of expecting that I was going to have to be pulling that through bugs and get attacked as the person outside. And
I
Pike
thought
was fully
about it, but
prepared
I
for that.
decided with time and trying to wrap it up in this episode, I was like, yeah, fuck it. It's not. We're not. I'm not hitting the
Yeah.
climactic drama moment peaks here.
That's-
So
But that's what that was Pike's intention. He risked that even if it didn't happen.
I had a feeling,
Mm.
and I was also playing it out in my head where I was like, I'm just trying to put this tracker in there as bugs are literally hitting, but I don't have bug things specifically. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just narrate it.
Okay.
Anybody else, for that matter, risking or sacrificing anything? I don't believe we do.
Nope.
Did you risk your life for your buddy?
My buddy was in space, so no.
Who's Warren's buddy?
Warren's buddy is Wright, and Wright's buddy is Warren for narrative purposes to the agenda that I've written, but I have not actually put it into the thing, and nor is there any coherency to it yet.
Got it. So no points there for you. We're two characters.
No.
Did you challenge or stand up to your rival? I don't think we had any of that as well.
Alita,
Wright's
Alita
Wright's
tried
rival
to,
is Pike, yeah.
Okay.
That didn't work
Oh,
out.
never mind. Then
Yes.
Wright can definitely take that point because she basically told Pike to go fuck off and stay in his
I was-
lane or
I was
something
gonna
like that.
say, Pike decided to ignore her being like, please stop making this worse, and just kept fucking talking just to make things worse.
Yeah, I don't think I can get that point.
No,
I
Wright
don't think I
does.
succeeded. Yeah.
Wright does.
Okay.
Right, does
Okay.
because she basically she literally I forget exactly what she said, but she basically was like, "Pike, stay in your lane."
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
And then Pike, I don't know if you necessarily stood up to Wright.
I blazed right through her, like, please leave
Oh
me
my
alone,
God,
and I
immediately.
tried to make it worse, like immediately on the drop of a hat.
All right, fine. Go ahead, take your
Mm.
experience point. The panic roll. I kind of went a little bit loosey goosey with the stress rules, so everybody, including Westcott, go ahead and take a experience point for the panic roll question. Because I've been a
everyone-
little loose with them in this particular episode and possibly the last one a little bit.
Okay.
Because
You know, I'm gonna argue that we got paid, right?
you do got paid, but we'll get to that in a moment. Let's see. Yes, you overcame a dangerous event using violence, non-violence. That definitely goes for Warren and Pike. Right? Didn't really contribute to that.
She found she investigated and confirmed a killer
That's-
before there was any more
okay,
family
that's-
violence.
That's gonna fall
'Cause it
under
was-
the significant
was-
discovery question.
Well, I
Mhm.
would like to argue that she solved a dangerous situation by like
Observing.
finding the body and finding the killer before the families tried to deal with it on their own. She headed
Okay,
that off
all
before
right,
there was more violence.
Okay, no, that does fall under the category of non-violence. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Significant discovery, right? Yes. Because
Okay.
of the whole murder thing.
Mm-hmm.
Extraordinary action, Pike, yes, because of make a tractor a door.
I also want to argue that Warren should get one for his butthole bullet.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That was an extraordinary act. Listen,
That's
he
nice.
used his
That was
M9 to kill this fucking tardigrade. Now, it doesn't matter that Pike has already deleted most of the hit points off of it, but whatever.
But it was
I did like 9
extraordinarily
damage.
awesome.
I did like 9 damage in like one roll. Like, it
You
was
really
great.
did a bunch of damage, and I mitigated a bunch of it off, but it was still enough to kill it.
Yeah.
So,
So I did 4, I think, total. After.
yeah.
it was-
Yeah, it was like 4. Because it was down to like 3 hit points, and you did like either 4 damage or 5 damage.
I did 4. Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one, yes, you earned your paychecks. So go ahead and update your information for whatever your paychecks are supposed to be. I know I posted paychecks previously. So go ahead and take 1 month's pay as a bonus for completing this mission. Our next episode
We
will
did.
begin as you guys have returned to the Ileana or whatever the hell the name of that ship was.
So do I just
We-
multiply my cash by 2?
We did have the forethought to pin that, so you can look at the pins for how much you got paid.
Right. Yeah, I
So
yeah,
you just
okay.
so you got $960.
Yeah, just take
Because
a
you get paid more
single,
than anyone else.
whatever that single month's pay or whatever is.
Yeah,
okay,
I got
I'll figure that out.
$750.
What I'm more interested in is
Mhm.
when do I reduce any amount of stress, because Warren is just teetering
Because you're
on-
going back to the Ileana. Everybody go ahead and reset your stress.
Oh God, thank you.
However, Warren, I
Uh,
have to caution you that beginning of the next episode, your stress buildup begins again.
I am fully aware of that, and I will keep that in mind.
Yep. I'm sorry, brother. Stress is of command, literally. I should have had Pike doing this, but that would have just made Pike even more unkillable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have just overkilled.
Yeah,
It just
he
started-
would have like,
All the time.
oh, this
I
is the
would've-
first episode of a 3-part series in this mission, and we're 10 minutes in, and Pike is already overkilling shit.
Yeah, I mean, by mission 2, I probably would have been like, wait, somebody thinks that this boy murdered somebody? Overkill, punch in face, he dies. Like,
And it's
Case
just reduced
solved.
stress.
Yeah, and then his stress goes away. Alright,
I'm gonna figure that out. Yeah. Anyways.
feedback, outro, comments. Let's start with Rodance, who, again, unfortunately, because I don't even remember how exactly this happened, she stayed on the ship. Unfortunately, that took her out of the action for the most part. But Rodance, what do you got for us?
Well, I am glad we got through this mission because it felt like it was going to take forever.
Yeah. I think in the 2 previous episodes of this Home Sweet Home mission, I know we definitely did the last episode where we cut a little early just because of timing, for like when the next main event was going to kick off. I didn't want to start and have to like.
And
end
they
the
would have ran
episode.
short this one, so I mean, yeah.
And
But we
this
would
one
have
I
figured
kinda-
something out.
And this one I kind of mushed the ending a little bit together just to get kind of clear it, because otherwise it would be a little weird next episode. But how did? And when I ask this, I'm not nitpicking or whatever. I'm literally trying to remember. How did How did Westcott end up staying on the ship instead of going down to the ground with everybody else? I don't remember.
Because she was collecting supplies for the refugees while drama was going on.
the ship
Yeah.
had to take take off before
That's
she
right.
got off.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I was collecting supplies for them, and I was going to get off, but
But things went sideways quickly because of sandstorms.
yes.
Yeah.
Storms. Gotcha. Okay, I couldn't remember that particular detail. I just was curious. You got anything else for us?
No, I mean, I think she's just doing whatever. I think it'll go much easier, but we'll see.
Luke, feedback, outro, comments. What do you got for us?
I think this particular episode was pretty good. I tried to channel my inner Kirk, and then it ended up being an A-team ending, and I was like, yeah, this is going
Listen,
well.
I love that you were channeling your inner Kirk, but it was Pike that ended up shirtless.
Warren still got it. I mean, he's maybe a stressed out bag of stress with some stress on the side. But he could just like pull out a gun and be like, "No,
Still
babe,"
shoot a motherfucker.
and then go down a stress. And I was like, "Yeah, that felt good."
That's bang. Oh, that's the stuff.
Pike, really, Warren? Up the ass? Really?
That was great. I love how everyone else all the NPCs are freaking out over like, oh no, it's here, it's gonna murder somebody. And then these 2 fucking murder hobos are like, that was hilarious. You shot it in the ass.
So nonchalant about everything.
Alita's just like,
Like, I need to keep these 2 apart. Like, brings out the worst in Warren.
he always has.
He has. From day 1, he has.
Yeah. All right. No, that was pretty much it. Yep.
Kane, what do you got?
Well, I got to hit a bunch of 80s tropes this episode. I'm
Yeah,
happy
you
with
did.
that.
It was almost like you had a checklist you were trying to collect.
I got the working hard while shirtless in a montage. I got the pick up a fucking tractor.
Which is in an 80s action movie. I'm trying to think of which one. It probably has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
I was thinking in Predator when he picks up the back of the pickup truck they're using to pump water to push it down the hill.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to hit 80s tropes, and I'm really looking forward to when Lakota decides to finally try to have a conversation with the captain over what the fuck, Pike.
I love how the question is, it's just simply, what the fuck, Pike?
Yeah.
And Pike needs to have a really uncomfortable conversation with the captain before we make it to the mothership. So
Yeah.
would be fun too.
And I'm finally able to have the headspace to like be present as much as I'm supposed to.
So,
Um,
go ahead. Sorry.
yeah,
No, go ahead.
no, yeah. So I just the headspace to like be capable of making decisions and things. I found that like over the last couple sessions, I'd kind of been trailing behind and being like, okay, things are just happening, and I'm trying to like catch up. And I know that has probably not been the super best for everybody, but I mean that's what I had to play with at the time.
But you know what's really
We're
cool
alive
about
and we're
that
all here,
is
so
that
it works.
I think what's really cool about it is Warren is inexperienced in command, and in fact was not supposed to be in command of the ship at all. Now we've never gone into that. We haven't showed that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But Warren is suddenly thrust into command, a command he was not ready for, and this kind of shows a little bit. So,
Yeah. So it kind of works.
yeah, it definitely
Just
works
like
in that regard.
just like learning more about my brother by playing a character that I originally wrote as a joke, is learning more about myself now as a person being thrust into command and stuff. And it's like it's interesting. It's always a learning thing, right?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
am so, for so many reasons, looking forward to this. Can we get coffee in your office conversation before we make it to the mothership?
Well,
I'm
so
so
I was
looking
gonna
forward
ask
to it.
when
Yeah.
I prep next episode, should I give you guys? I'm thinking a scene where the ship comes out of FTL and is on approach to the Ileana. That would probably be a decent time for any inter-character reactions, or not reactions, interactions, I should say.
So we need like a
So
marine country, but like
Well, I was
you
gonna say,
know,
like, you've
I
got like,
imagine
hey, you're 6 hours out from rendezvousing with the Ileana. You guys could
yeah.
do whatever you want in that time, or we can cut straight to arriving on the ship. What do you want to do?
I would like one scene before arriving there, and if there's any additional scenes the NPCs want to have with Pike, then that. But Pike wants to have his conversation with Warren before we arrive.
Okay. All right.
That's all I want to do before we get there.
I think we'll do just that. We'll have that open moment when we first start the next episode, and then we'll have the ship docking with Ileana and catching up with everything that's happened since you guys left, and then your mission prep for your next outing, so to speak, take
Oh,
place.
and I guess I'm going to ask Octavia to commit a crime before we arrive at the mothership too.
Say that one more time. I didn't catch that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to ask Octavia to commit a crime for me as well. Before
Right.
we
Yeah,
get
I
there.
think I see where this is going.
Yeah, you guys are definitely becoming criminals, you sons of bitches. All right. Any other final thoughts before I wrap it up?
Hey, I think it works out nicely.
What's that?
We're getting there.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I do have a question. So, with this particular format, this has been one round, for lack of a better thing to call it. We had two somewhat generated missions, and then we had the one main mission that we just finished.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And when we resume, we'll be returning to the Ileana. How does that feel as far as our sequence or order of operations or whatever you want to call it? How does that feel for you guys as players?
I like this 2+1
Okay.
format. I really like it because otherwise I worry with like how quickly we could have resolved this mission and we didn't. But like I worry that the campaign might be short without the extras. And I think it
Yeah, we're getting more
really-
efficient at this game.
Yeah. Plus I think it gives us a lot more time for the characters to do stuff. I really liked how in the two random gen missions we had lots of character time during the missions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Now, I will say the one, not really a flaw, let's call it a consideration, is that the way I presented these three missions to you was, here's your next three stops, and a general idea of what you need to do when you get there. And then you guys chose which of those three was next. And you could have hit this one right off the bat, and then the other two would have been meh. Not meh.
Yeah, and then
But meh for the story, but meh, not meh in the overarching, overall character, etc.
yeah.
Should we keep it randomized like that, where I just give you the three objectives or however many objectives, and then you guys choose which one you address next? Or should we try? Or should I try to be a little bit more railroady?
I
As
wouldn't
far as-
mind that.
I honestly I like the random. because I like not knowing when we
Not
when we
knowing
land,
which-
whether or not we're about to be doing some big hairy shit,
Okay.
or if we're
Mm.
doing like a nothing burger. I
Oh.
think that adds
Okay.
that I think that gives us the opportunity for like in some of the random gens to like be too extra and cause ourselves problems, or maybe we get too complacent when we hit a story one too earlier than we thought. And I
Okay.
think I like that for the characters. Honestly, that's my preference.
Yeah, because that makes some amount of sense too. Because like, if we just like went into a planet and we're like, whatever, this is probably just a random Gen 1, and then we all die because we're idiots. We
I do
wanna
appreciate that. Like from the player standpoint, not knowing which mission you're about to embark on is kind of cool. But also it becomes easy to tell. We're like, oh, well, that one was really simple and straightforward. It's probably a random. Oh,
At the same-
another random. Oh, I guess it's
think-
obvious which one's next now. But
Yeah, I was gonna say because at the same time when we landed on the random planets, I'm pretty sure we all knew pretty right away when we landed that we were on a random planet, and when we landed on this one, even if we'd done it earlier, I think it would have been pretty obvious that we were on a story mission.
Well, if we would have landed on this one the first time, the first planet, I think it would have been like, okay, stuff is happening, and it would have been like, we don't know if it's a random or not, but like, the fact that we landed on a random first, we got the taste, we got the like, yes, it's a little lemony.
That's one way of
I don't
putting
know.
it.
Rodance,
Yeah.
any thoughts on that question?
I think I agree that having the break up of like the almost, it's not quite the fact that it's slower pace, but more laid back pace
Mhm.
of having the like random gens mixed in gives us a chance to develop our characters more. And I feel like we're playing them more to how they would be.
Right.
And it
Definitely
gives us a
playing
lot
them
more
more as characters. I'm sorry, go ahead.
it is a lot more NPCs in this one that we can regularly interact with in the last one, and I think this
Yeah.
gives us the time that we need in order to not feel like we have to force conversations with the NPCs to get to know them.
Yeah.
And I guess the only thing about the randoms is that it does put a lot more pressure on you to come up with like ideas on what the objective is, or I'm not really sure.
There's a
what the
generator for
process-
that.
There's a generator.
okay.
It helps a
There's a
lot.
generator for that.
And
Okay.
when I was, I think after the first mission, I was
Mhm.
going back and prepping and thinking ahead for after this mission, which frankly
Okay.
I haven't done since about that time. But when I was thinking about what was going to come next, as far as like the next set of 3, I found something else to throw into the mix. So now there's something like 4 to 5 possible things that can happen. Well, that's probably a misnomer, but whatever. So there's more things for me to work with for you guys to be doing that isn't just campaign mission, or as we might refer to it in a video game, main storyline. There's plenty of side quest stuff. It's more or less what there's plenty of options for side quest stuff. So
Okay, I'm good with that then.
all right, any other thoughts? Okay, sounds like we are good. In that case, my friends, that is it for us here tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you have, please consider pushing all the buttons, liking, sharing, subscribing, giving me money. No, well, yes, but it wasn't supposed to call that out like that. Anyway, that is it for us here tonight. So, stay safe out there, my friends. This world is a crazy dark place, so make sure you're doing what you got to do to take care of you and yours. And as for me and mine, we're out of here. See you next time. Have a good one.